There we go. Afternoon, everybody. Sorry I was a couple minutes late. I was at my mom's house helping her with the packages. You know, I stood over mom's last night, slept in my old childhood bed. Yes, he still has my bed. Long story, the things I used to have in that room was dismantled, but I'm not going to get into that. But it's pretty cool sleeping in my childhood bed. Good morning, good afternoon to everybody. And I'm just up here chilling right now. Our guest is here. She is the beautiful one. The beautiful Miss Toyah is in the building. Let's get this started, everybody.
Hey, Mace.
How you doing, gorgeous?
So I heard you say you slept in your childhood bed. What did I miss after that?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
That's it. I slept in my childhood bed last night. Felt good. Saw you and me was in Cooter's room at 4 o'clock in the morning. Can you believe the announcement he made last night?
I don't think I was there at 4 o'clock in the
He
morning. It
is
might have
not
been a
coming.
little earlier than
I know Nice
it
is
was.
gonna be hard.
It was. I think it was a little earlier than that, so I didn't hear
Yeah,
the.
Nice is gonna be heartbroken. He said last night he's not coming back to the United States. He said he loves
Okay,
Thailand so much,
well, that's good
and
for him.
you know what's funny about that? It's not about him. I've never seen so many happy brothers for another brother in the chat room when he made that announcement.
Yeah,
And let me ask you
that's
this,
great.
because you're on the other side of this. Is this stupid gender war that bad?
Um, yes. But you know what? Honestly, is really in everybody's mind. That's really,
Interesting.
if you get out of your head, then it's really not that deep. But
Well, let me ask you this. I'm going to go on the black man's side of this. Like what I mean by that, I'm going to ask you the woman's perspective from what you can pick up. What
mhm.
is it about the brothers they hate? What is the one thing they hate about us?
That's a loaded question, Mace, and I can't answer it because I don't hate y'all.
Okay,
You know what I mean? Like again, my point is that um this so-called gender war is not really a war. Hey, nicer. It's not really a war. It's conjecture. It's overthinking. It's an inability to step outside of oneself and connect with others. That's all this quote unquote gender war is. Because think about it, there's things that's going on right now, Mace, that have nothing to do with you, right? That you will never spend your time, energy, or focus on, but they are very real problems for somebody else.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So we all make the choice as to what we will give our energy to and what we won't. If you think there's a gender war, then you're going to give your energy to it. You're going to ask people questions about it. You're going to bring it up in conversation. But if you're of the mind that I am, which is that I'm not at war with any gender, then I'm not concerning myself with it.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't get into it. I think it's idiotic. But the one thing, because the reason why I asked that is because my nephew is he's in the typhoon of this craziness because he's 30 years old and he
Hmm.
has a hard time uh, finding a black woman to settle down with
Right.
because of all the stupidity. Um, I was gonna say something else to you. Oh, yeah, because I was just watching Aaron Ferris on my way home from my mom's house. If you don't know who he is, he's Black Man Travels. And he made an interesting point. He said when you go overseas, He says, but the brothers don't badmouth the American black women, but the American black women try to destroy black men. I'll just end this segment with this. We're on the verge of oblivion as a race, as a culture. I think people better get their head out of their behinds and start realizing that if we don't have each other, we're going to go right the way our society wants us to go. And that is extinct. So,
Well, I think it's important to realize that that's not a goal for a lot of people. Um, Keeping a culture intact is not necessarily a goal for a lot of people. So if you consider the fact that there are plenty of Black folks out here who live their lives day in and day out, largely unfocused with the aggregate or the culture as a whole, then you have to then realize like, okay, so those people are not your tribe. They're not my tribe either, but they exist and they have every right to feel the way that they do. But when you take that into consideration, it further points to the fact of what I've always said, which is that there's got to be a line drawn. There has to be a line of differentiation or delineation between those of us who are culture creators, culture keepers, and those who are largely unaffected by and um, unfocused on those things. Like I was just watching on Netflix a documentary called Who We Are, and I think the gentleman's name is Jeffrey Lewis or
mhm.
something. It's Jeffrey in there somewhere, but the documentary is on Netflix right now. It just came out this week. I just so happened to watch it on the day that it became available, not because I was looking for anything specific, but it caught my eye. But I'm glad I watched it because to your point about there being this difficulty with reference to good Black men finding good Black women, right? Because it's on both sides.
Yes,
Um, I think I think I think we have to really examine our history, and this documentary does a good job of talking about the terms with which they used to describe us. We weren't people for a very long part of our existence here in this country. And by the time they did make us people, we were only three-fifths of a person. And then when that went away and they started to look at us as people, we are still looked at as property. So if you zoom out your view and you think about the fact that we have been looked at as property and our very bonds to one another have been continuously broken and separated for the betterment of the larger part of society, then you start to make sense as to why we still today in 2022 can't get it together. Our bonds have been irretrievably broken for centuries. And if you believe in epigenetics, then you have to understand that there's a connection between that and why we are still battling for that connection today. It's not until you go back and look at some history and start to unravel some things for yourself that you can actually use some of that slack that you've unraveled to connect with somebody else.
understand. Understand what you're saying. I know what you mean. It's funny. You just said a minute ago. You said that we in the year 2022 still act like we're primitive, and I understand what you mean by that. That too. Most of us, uh, a lot of us don't realize that you're free to go everywhere you want,
The
do
freedom of
whatever you want.
choice.
You know, and I think, how can I say this? Um, I think it's sad that in a lot of ways that we get treated like we get treated. I do. because there's a lot of good in all of us, I think. But then again, you know, I don't know. How
There
would
is a
you?
lot of good in all of us, but I think that's superficial. You know, you can't discount the fact that everything is a marketing tool in this country, right?
Mm-hmm.
It costs no, not it costs. It makes people more money to separate folks than it does to keep them together. And that doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't even matter what your orientation is. I can get more money out of two people than I can get out of a union of people.
Understand. Understand what you mean.
And this country is, we all know it's a capitalistic country. We all, you know, trying to make money. Everybody's trying to make money off of us. So it's like,
Yeah, because we
so
spend the
how,
most.
yeah, but I mean, but here's the thing. Like, does it serve me as a landlord, for example, to rent one apartment to Mace and one apartment to his girlfriend, or rent one apartment to the two of them?
Split it up.
Yeah. So like it's a no-brainer if you look at everything that way. It doesn't serve me and my bottom line to support marriage or togetherness if I know I can get into two pockets rather than one. So I think
Interesting.
people I think a lot of people misunderstand or minimize that aspect of relationships.
Uh, I didn't never look at it that way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think a lot of people do, man.
Interesting. Nicer's here. I acknowledged her. Um,
Yeah, I love nicer.
yeah. Let me get off this. So, how was your week, gorgeous?
My week was really good. I've been just reading this book, The Road Less Traveled. It's been really good to read, and it's been triggering. It's been eye-opening. Um, just getting prepared to start work on Monday, and um, yeah, like just mentally preparing myself for this new journey I'm starting, and I'm just really excited.
You should be.
Yeah, I really
You
am.
should
Like
be.
this summer is gonna be so dope. Like it's just starting and it's already starting on a high note, but like
Yeah.
my birthday is coming soon, and I just know that it's gonna be my first Texas summer. Like I'm just excited to see everything that I can and make some new friends and all that good stuff. Um,
Decent. Yeah.
mhm.
No, I said yeah. I know. I know what you're saying, baby. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a whole new life for you down there right now.
it really is completely.
Yeah. Beautiful nicers with them, and the beautiful nicers with us this afternoon. If you live the rest of the country, it's still morning. Oh, what do you want to kick about today, sweetheart?
So, as you can see, I put up a different picture this week. Um, I don't think I ever shared this picture with you.
Yeah, I never seen you with this one.
This picture is so old. This picture is from when I was in college. This was my, I think, freshman year in college.
Mm-hmm.
Look at how big I was. This was
Yeah,
this
I'm
was
looking at it.
also this this was also prior to me having a breast reduction, guys. So yeah. I was not only a big girl, but I had some big uns. But my roommate actually sent me this picture last year and it came up in my memories. So I was like, you know what, let me share this when I go on live with Mace today.
There I go.
And the funny thing about this outfit is like I used to love it because it was like a pink shirt and like the skirt had that color pink in it and
Hmm.
I don't know, I just loved how they both went together. I thought I looked like hot shit when I wore it. But
I might ask you something about that after you finish. The same
no,
topic.
I'm done.
You
Go ahead.
sure? All right. So let
Yeah.
me ask you a question. When you was big, right?
Hmm.
When you said you felt you was hot shit when you wore that, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Did you always feel that way when you put on something you really like when you was obese?
Yeah,
Good for you.
yeah, I
Good
did.
for you.
I tell people all the time, like, confidence was never an issue for me when I was bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It was more so something that I sensed with other people. Like, I could always sense when other people were uncomfortable with my size or when people sought to single me out because of my size. It was never internal. Like, I always felt like I was worthy. I always felt like I was pretty. I always felt like I was, a good person. I don't, like I never felt like, oh my God, I'm fat. I shouldn't be friends with anybody, or I can't talk to you because I'm fat. Like I never had that. I've always been outgoing. Um, so, I never had this like whole like when I lost weight, like this newfound confidence or anything like that. I don't feel like that really changed with me. And maybe that was willful ignorance. I don't know. Like, maybe I saw myself in a way that most people didn't see me. But like that doesn't matter regardless.
No, no, no. I'm not asking that question that way. I'm just curious because I don't know. Again, I don't be around women much. So I don't know what makes them tick, what makes them feel good. I really don't. So asking that question, I'm just asking it because that's just me being me. But
Yeah, I didn't take it the wrong way. I didn't take
yeah,
it the right way.
that's pretty cool that you had that high self esteem. That's good for you. I mean that
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I
because
mean,
no, go ahead.
I think I think we all have bad days and I'm not saying I never had them. I definitely had some bad days and I definitely had outfits that I had that I was like, okay, this is not cute. That didn't make me feel the most confident for sure. And as a woman, I think that we all go through that no matter what size we are. Because as a woman, it's being a woman in and of itself is somewhat of a revolutionary act.
Mhm.
But then being a black woman on top of that is even more so. So it's like, and then you add on that I have natural hair, and so it's like there is always going to be things that might detract from what you see yourself as being beautiful. But that's literally because somebody else doesn't understand it. And once you realize that, like I said a couple seconds ago, like it doesn't really matter if I'm willfully ignorant of my good looks or bad looks, right? What really
Mhm.
matters is how I see myself and that I feel good about it.
There you go. Yeah, because when I was obese, I ain't gonna lie about it. I used to look in the mirror and I used to go, you know, I'm not that bad, even though I was obese. But when I lost the weight, uh, you don't really realize how good you look. You just know that you lost weight. And I think I told the story before. I didn't know how nicely I looked until one day I was at an art museum for my boy because he was into arts and wine BS. So uh, a white guy told me, he says, only two good looking people in this room, me and you. I took a double take at him. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, yeah, you. I'm talking to you. I said, okay, appreciate it. So when I was on the train going back uptown, I said, I'm going to try this out. First woman I talked to, she talked back to me. That's when I knew not only did I look different, but I felt different. but there was a big change in my life upcoming. What I didn't realize was all the effery that goes on when you're trying to deal with, I'm going to be nice about this, the sisterhood. So I made a decision a decade ago. I decided, hey, look, if I have to put up with this just to, start something nice, I'm not doing it. I only asked for three easy things, and they didn't want to do that. And I didn't know it was this bad a decade ago. Well, I know now, back then, I experienced it a lot. And I'm like, really? And then I found out the other stuff, how much the supposed gender war was going on. I didn't realize that till my nephew told me. That was the first time I found out about it. And back to the weight. It's amazing because you like to, let me just say this about you. This is a compliment. Guys ain't disappointed when they look at your avatars, trust me. I get told that up here. I mean, I told you that a year ago. I said, the brothers are going to love you. I saw you the other day on Roger's panel.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You like being with BGS and Black Euro and Rael?
Oh yeah, those are all some really smart guys. And
Yeah, I go back with Rael when he used to be in Game Changers room and before he started making his everyday appearance of Roger Report. Rael is one of the smartest brothers I've ever heard speak his mind.
yeah, he's very well read, and you can
He's
tell that.
outstanding. Shout out to
Yeah.
Ra. Another one who never goes on panels is Dark Knight Mentality. He is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he keeps his stuff in the chat rooms. I've had
He
him up
makes
here
a
a
very
couple of
good
times.
contribution.
Yes, I had him up here a couple of times. He is awesome. Shout out to Dark Knight and Rael. But I'll tell you there's a couple of YouTubers that we both know
Mm-hmm.
who's had the best month I ever heard in the 3 years I've been in these streets. I don't know if you listen to Black Male Vice TV, Ringo.
No,
Oh,
I'm not familiar.
Ringo has lit it up these last couple of weeks. But I'll
Okay.
tell you someone that we both enjoy. Platinum is another one. I don't know what the hell has gotten to DS1 Ross, but
Yeah.
his shows the last 4 or 5 weeks has been out of this world. I tell you, Ross has knocked it out of the park too. Shout out to our beautiful Mahogany. Oh my God, does he
Yeah,
this
he is
goes
so
all
gorgeous.
in now. I mean, I'm like, I'm not getting up here. I may take her off. Shout out to you, baby. And beautiful Mahogany Roots and MJ. Go over there. Tampa Supreme has been terrific. China White, of course. And there's another woman that been hitting it out of the park. It'll come back to me. Because what I do is I just be in the clouds and listen, look at the chat rooms, how lit it is. But I'm gonna say something about DS1. I don't think he was there this day. I think it was
Hmm.
earlier last week, and he said something to end this show.
Okay.
And he was absolutely on point. I didn't realize it till he said it. He said, look at my chat room. All the moderators are women. You know who all the sisters are in that room in the chat
Hmm.
room. And he said, look how it's ran. It's ran like a family. And when I thought about it, I said, there's only 2 rooms on this planet Earth and YouTube that both women and guys greet me when I walk in there. One is Platinum Elite. Shout out to Sugar Bum. number 2 is DS1 Ross, and shout out to all the sisters in there. And there's one uh go and I know he told the story why he doesn't get the traffic that he doesn't get. He told that story 2 weeks ago. That's fucked up what they did to the brother. But he has been absolutely awesome last couple of weeks. So go check him out. This young lady,
Yeah, he has been.
this young lady, when she gets back going again, she's gonna be going again, and that's you. I'm not gonna get into it. I heard what happened. I'm sorry that happened to you, but I know you. You as good as gold. And shout out to Kudo who gave us both another compliment the other day.
Oh, shout out to Kuda.
You know what he said to me the other day? I'm in the
What'd he
chat room.
say?
He said, Mace, I don't know how you're gonna do it. Get out to Thailand, stay with me, and we'll have beers all day. Kuda, I love you. Thailand's too hot
Let
for
me
me.
find out Kuda's house is the destination spot. Let me find out, Kuda.
It may end up that way. Way he was talking last night this morning before you came in. Say he's gonna buy a
Okay.
condo or a house, and he's gonna settle in there. I was very
I'm
happy
sure the
that.
ladies are gonna love him, so I ain't mad.
Hey, I'm taking the brother's word for it. He said he ain't there for the women. I know what he's there for, and if he accomplished what he wants to accomplish, oh my God, wow! I get the feeling I know why he's there, and you know, how can I say this to you, honey? I don't tell my audience why I want to go to a certain country, but there is a reason, and it has nothing to do with women. So right there, I know where Cool is coming from. If you really want to know the truth, if you are a person and you are confident in what you do or what you like to do, you may be the first in a certain region of the world that's doing that. What's up, Abdul? Good to see you, brother. Good morning to you, bro. You may be the first in that part of the world that's doing something that nobody else is doing. And I think that's the reason why he is over there. You know what I'm saying? Officer Jones, what's up, what's up, brother?
I'm sure you're right.
How's your family doing? How's your beautiful wife doing, my brother? I know you get ready to take that trip to the Caribbean with your lovely. It's almost that time of the year, and you have safe travels, Abdul. Yeah, baby. I think
Safe
he has an
travels.
idea in mind, and I think I know what it is. And if he pulls that off, oh my God,
Hmm. You
wow.
know he will. He's Kuda, and he's a Capricorn.
Yeah, I believe he will too. I have no
I know he
doubt.
will.
Would you like to go to Thailand? He invites you to Thailand. You go over there and party for 2 weeks? Because I get the feeling I know one of the things he's going to do if he can pull it off.
Yeah, I totally would.
I
I
can
haven't been to that
imagine.
side of the world in a while. I would love to go back.
You was over there? Where were you was at over there? What part of the world over there in the Orient you was at?
Australia.
Oh, you took that trip?
Hmm.
God bless you. Isn't that 20 hours in the air?
22. Yeah.
I never knew you went to Australia. Why don't you explain to us how was Australia for in your perspective?
I was there for 6 months for the last semester of college. I've studied abroad there, so it's been quite some time since I've been, but um yeah, it was a great experience. I got to travel up the east coast of Australia the whole time I was there, 'cause they give you like a 2-week spring break in the middle of the semester.
Hmm.
And so I took that time to do some traveling. I got to see Magnetic Island and Fraser Island. Um, I was able to see Queensland and Adelaide. I got to see where they held the Olympics. Um, I was obviously there way after that, but I got to see where it was held. I went to Melbourne and saw the Melbourne. Okay, so Sydney is like the destination spot, the tourist spot, the place that everybody knows when they think of Australia, right?
Yeah.
But then you have Melbourne, which is also a very urban place, you know, very well connected with reference to like transportation and things to see and do, even like the types of living they have there.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed Melbourne, and if I were to go, it's spelled Melbourne, but they pronounce it Melbourne.
Yeah.
Um, if I were to go back, that would be where I would want to go rather than
Mm-hmm.
Sydney, even though I went to school right outside of Sydney. It was nice, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like that's like where everybody goes when they go to Australia. So I would either go back to Magnetic Island or to Melbourne if I were to go back to Australia. But even
Mm-hmm.
still, Thailand is right up the road, basically, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
And there's a big Asian population in Australia. Like,
Okay. Interesting. See again what you learn. Like I said, um, there's so many fascinating African American people in these streets. People don't realize it, and those are the things I like to hear from everyone. Your experiences, where you've been, how much fun you've had. You know, Australia. Wow, I feel you.
yeah, and
So
I actually made some lifelong friends when I was there that I'm still cool with to this day. So
you seem like
it's
that type of person.
yeah,
No, I'm
like I I
serious.
I well, if folks are friendly to me, I'm friendly back.
Here you
P.
go.
Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. That's from Finding Nemo, I think.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
If I'm
So,
not mistaken, I say that's from Finding Nemo because yeah, they were in Australia.
wow. Did you go near Botany Bay?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And
Botany
how
Bay was not far from me at all. Yeah.
and how
Beautiful.
wa- and how was that? I'm f-
Beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Bonny Bay, Bondi Beach, there's Circular Quay, the Opera House. Like the one thing I didn't do that most people do when they go to Sydney is climb that fucking bridge.
mhm.
I have a fear of heights. Like it's not an irrational fear of heights. If I'm enclosed in something sturdy, I'll be all right. But like to attach me to a harness and like walk up the length of a bridge, like I that's outside of my ministry. So I did not do that. But a lot of people do it. I mean, it's perfectly safe. Folks do it all the time, but I just didn't feel like that was something for me. I watched I watched a couple of people that I knew do it and good for them.
Mhm.
I opted for the tour, the boat tour around the Opera House on the
There
boat.
you go.
That was much nicer.
The
Booze
beau-
cruise.
there you go. The beautiful, sexy red is here to say hello to both of us.
Hey, sexy red. Yeah.
Yeah, good to see sexy. Really is.
Always good to see her.
So you went to Australia. You had a great time there. You studied there.
Yeah.
Um, anywhere else you been? Just curious.
Um, I've been to the Virgin Islands. I've been to the Dominican Republic.
Now those places don't
Um,
excite me.
yeah, I've been to
I'm not being
Jamaica a
rude.
few
I'm just
times.
saying Australia is fascinating From all
Oh,
the
I
stories
agree.
I heard. That's why my eyebrows raised up like Mr. Spock when he said you've been to Australia.
Yeah, I agree. I've been to a few different states. Um, I would like to go to Canada someday.
Oh, I've been there a few times.
Yeah, I would like to go to Canada.
No problem,
Um,
baby girl. Good.
I would like to go to Greece.
Okay.
Um,
I
that's
would.
about it though.
I was planning once they give me the green light to travel international. I would like to go back to the motherland. I find it fascinating to go to a place where I'm gonna sound a little off course here, but I'm gonna say it. But 90% of the people is us.
I would just tell you to do your research.
Oh yeah, I done my research. I done my research. And one thing I would tell people, like I said, I would just listen to the passport bros. One thing that is true, and I think a lot of these brothers think below the waist and not with their head. When you go to these other countries, these other places, you cannot act like you're here. You have to blend in and get to learn where you're at. And I think a lot of brothers make a bad mistake by doing that. I do. Just saying. So anybody in the
That's all right.
audience, where's the put in the chat where the coolest place you've been, either in the United States, Canada, um, wherever
Or
you've been,
otherwise.
or otherwise, yeah. Let us know. Grinders in the building. What's up, brother? Celebrated a birthday exactly 2 weeks ago today. Good to see him in the building. Um, I'm just gonna say this about myself.
Spit it out, Mace.
Um, the Montreal I used to go to compared to Montreal the way it is today is two different things. When I was up there before, it was building to what it is now. And I'm just gonna say this about Montreal, and I want everybody to hear this. It's only an hour away by plane. No problem getting there. Make sure you have your passport. But I will say this: if you like the party, you like the club, you like to hang out in the bars, just go to St. Catherine's. It's like if you live in New York, it'll be like Broadway for them. Long stretches, nothing but bars and clubs. You will have the time of your life. Now the music is different. I mean, if you like disco and house and techno, that's what's up there. Jamaica for you. How do you like Jamaica? Grinder. You can come up if you want. Jamaica for him. Nice. It was Australia. Me was Montreal and Vancouver. Both cities fascinating. One on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. Vancouver, to me, is the most beautiful city in this continent. And when I was up there last, I heard they changed the rules of the laws a little bit. Marijuana was legal. So it was strange being in a city where everybody's smoking weed walking to the block. It's like that in New York now since they lifted the marijuana rules here. You can smoke freely in New York now if you live here. I'm pretty sure Toyah will be back. Jamaica funk, that's what it is. I feel you. I feel you. Good to have a clear picture again. Look good today. I appreciate myself. I shouldn't be like that. me see what else. I've never been to Australia. Toyah is back. I've never been to Australia. That was a movie, Finding Nemo. Nice is laughing up. Nicer.
See,
I
I was
used
right. I said it was from Finding Nemo.
Nicer. What do you think about the bombshell DJ Cooler let out? I know he's your man. He let out last night. He ain't coming back. He was so giddy. I've never seen a man so happy that he's found paradise for him. Just listening to him last night. Um, and I've never seen so many brothers in one chat room celebrate a man who they really love and appreciate. Sexy Red, thank you, my love. Appreciate you always. Mwah. Always appreciate Sexy Red. You know, thank God I'm getting my hair cut and my shave on Tuesday. My man makes appointments now. What do you think about traveling around the world, Toy? And everybody in the audience, what do you think about that? Would you like to experience it? If you did experience it, go ahead, Toy.
If I didn't, I wouldn't have been traveling.
Especially with what you did late last year. You ready
Yeah,
for your first rodeo down there?
I sure am.
There you
I
go.
sure am.
There you go. And at least you told me you miss it up here. I tell you
I
right
really
now,
do.
we miss you. I know that. I know I do. I gotta head out. Love you too, baby. Thank you for coming.
Love you. Have a good rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the weekend. Drink water.
I'll hit you up and say hello to you. You know where. Mwah. You have a good weekend, honey. Enjoy your week. Eric Bird in the building. What's up, brother? Say hello to Eric Bird.
Hey, Eric Bird.
He says peace to you, baby.
Peace, ease, and whatever you please.
There you go. I was so happy for him last night too. When he said what he said. I mean, everything that man has said has been gospel.
Hmm.
And it amazes me how the only people who have taken his advice are thriving right now. And Nisa's about to explode with what she's doing. Isn't there something?
Yeah, Nicer's putting in that work.
Isn't there something though that the people that listened and took his advice, isn't it amazing how not only that they're thriving, but we all get along like a family? Isn't that something? While you look at other factions, I can tell you from 2 years ago who was buddies, and now they don't even look at each other in these
Yeah,
streets. You know, it's
yeah.
amazing, isn't it?
It's really not. It's the human condition. We are all just reflections of each other. And, you find yourself amongst the company that most reflects you. That's really all life is. You
I
move
would agree with
about,
that. I
you know,
agree
you
with
move
you.
about into different rooms and different communities, but you stay with the ones that mirror where you are and where you're going versus the ones that don't. And, at some point, I think we all were guilty of maybe not knowing how to um, sustain or maintain relationships. And that's really all you see. It's YouTube is no different from any other community, whether in real life or virtual, where you have a mixture of adults that are in different places along their journey of evolution.
I agree with that. I agree. I think with us in the community that socializes with Kuda, I think the one thing we've all done, which is I think a lot of people who try to work with others because they think they're buddies and then they blows up in their faces, is, and again, this is shout out to DS1 Ross. We're our own
Hmm.
entities. We stay in our own spaces.
Hmm. Hmm.
When we pass by each other, we love each other. We say hello, how you doing? You
Hmm.
know, How's everything going? Shout out to Miss V, by the way. Can't
Yeah,
forget
shout
her.
out to Miss V.
You know I love
Hey,
her. Shout out.
Sheed.
Sheed in the building. What's up, family?
Sheed, we here. Sheed, we here.
Sheed, you want to come up? The link is in the chat room, bro. It's not that far from your name. Just look it up and pop up. I enjoy talking to that man. You know what he did for me, Toyah?
Always, always.
You know,
I'm sure he did something amazing for you because he does so many amazing things.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. He taught me something that I was so headstrong about a year and a half ago. And one night I had him up here, just me and him talking. And he hammered home something to me. And when things blew up in my face up here for the first time, I thought about what he said. And he was right about family and commitment. I give him a lot of credit for that. Because, I come from the I come from, hey, everybody gotta do you, but I didn't have the relationships like I do now in these streets. And it's nice when you pop up in somebody's room and you say hello to somebody and then everybody starts saying hello to you. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Because we may not know each other face to face, but what helps face to face is me and you talking right now. You can see me. I
Hmm.
know how you look like, and you don't have to show me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty cool, especially when you keep it real with people. And I think that was the best thing I ever did up here. It was the second week and a Tuesday morning. I told all these dudes up here what I'm really about. And I stuck by that because that's who I really am. She's in the building. Thank you, my brother. Speak of the devil. You want to come up? I just dropped the link. You can come up. Come on. Get up here. You know how I feel about you. Get up here.
You're such a bully, Mace. What if he's busy? It's
I
Saturday. You
don't.
know he
I
got a
don't do
wife and
that.
children to
If I
take care of. That man be
if I
doing stuff.
if I come off strong like that, it's not because I'm bullying. That's just the way I am. And guys, I don't
I
know.
know.
Guys enjoy it when I tell them come up here. They be like, "Oh, I'll be up here." Because the reason why I do that, because when you observe other concept creators, and I'll say it again, and I think this is a mistake. They totally disrespect and don't pay attention to their chaplain. Me, I make everybody feel like family when they come in here. She'd be up in a
Mace,
minute.
do you
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
P-Valley?
Do I watch what?
P-Valley?
No, no. I saw the latest ad with the room in the nightclub and the house glowing. I do not know what that is about. Please explain. No, seriously, go ahead.
It's a really good show about a strip club. It the second season just premiered a few weeks ago. But I just caught up on it yesterday because I hadn't been watching it since it premiered, since the second season premiered. So I caught up on it yesterday.
You watched the whole thing yesterday?
No, the whole thing isn't out yet. It's only 3 episodes in.
Wow. I could tell you like the show.
Yeah, it's entertaining. It really is. I mean, it's one of those shows where nobody knows anybody who's on the show yet, but you could tell like a few of them have some bright futures ahead of them because it's always interesting to watch a show where all the talent is less than famous and you kind of get to see their glow up.
Mm-hmm. I feel you. I feel you. A lot of people up here. Was it here? What room was it? It was in DS1 Ross's room. They was talking wrestling yesterday. I didn't know so many of those sisters in that room loved the WWE.
Hmm.
uh, I told them that I forget. Sasha Banks was going to the next Star Wars movie. They were stunned. Vince McMahon, by the way, and I'll talk about this tonight, dropped down from being the CEO because he was busted cheating on his wife. So, what's up, beautiful Nicer?
Nicer.
Hey, Nicey. Hey, Toyah.
Hey, Nicer Ronnie. Nicer Ronnie. Nicer Ronnie.
I'm still kind of mad. You're the only one in this space that calls me that. That nickname ain't caught on yet.
They don't want to step on my toes. It's cool.
Oh man, I got the beautiful Nicer here, the sultry Miss Toyah, the tutor. I like the way you read the tutor.
Tutor.
Yeah, I was laughing when I saw you spell it like that. I'm like, what? I said, oh, okay. Raven's in the building. Everybody's popping in now. See what's up with Rave. She'd be up in a minute. Pretty sure Raven's
He
gonna come up.
he would post a comment that has nothing to do with what we was talking about. Hi, Raven.
It wasn't cheating. He was paying for his services rendered. I stand with Vince F. them. Is there any big wrestling fan is Raven? Go ahead, baby.
Yeah, no, I guess technically he is referring to what you said about him stepping down, but yeah, I don't know shit about wrestling. My grandma used to watch it though. My great grandma, yo, she used to be really into wrestling.
Oh,
Like
my mother was.
it
my
was
mom
crazy
was
to
too.
me.
I got
What
you.
is that?
Oh, I don't know.
Like I wouldn't expect her to be into that. Like what? I don't understand. It doesn't compute.
This man is one of the most popular and more respected men in the Manosphere streets, Black YouTube. One of my favorite people in the world. We here is up here. What's up, family? Good to see you.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
Yeah, it's
Hello.
it's good to see everybody in a beautiful Saturday afternoon up here in the northeast part of the country. How you been?
I've been good, man.
I was telling the story a few seconds ago about how me and you used to talk about family and virtues, and I said, "Man, you nuts, man." Then I said one day, I thought about what you said, and I said, "You're right." And I give you credit for that because one thing about you that I always respect about you, you try to tell these brothers the sense of reason and responsibility, and you know how it is, goes into one ear out the other. There those who listen to you. Speaking of that, your boy, let me congratulate him. He was in the great DS1 Ross's room yesterday. Shout out to Alonzo Hall, who sealed a $500,000 deal while he was chilling on the chat room for DS1 Ross yesterday. Congrats to him. That is called a brother getting the job done.
Hey, nice. How's it going?
Pretty good. Hey, you know what? I saw you up in King Oz chat. You know that's my bro. Me and him go back before I even came into the Manosphere.
Oh,
I seen
okay.
you over there. That's a good brother, man.
Yeah,
That's a really good channel.
Which
I
guy?
stay to be moving around.
He's called King Oz.
No, I don't know.
KINGOZ. Yeah. He's, he's a brother I was rocking with before I came into the space.
Okay.
Yeah, I go to
Shout
a
out
lot
to
of.
him.
Go ahead.
No, I said shout out to him.
Yeah.
I didn't, I don't really, like I tell people, especially Laurel, I don't go around these other platforms and go with here or there. Yeah, I'll tell you a guy, I've been in his room one time, and I used to live in that room, and that's Ramir Amir, and I don't get the time to go in that room now, but I used to live in that room. Street was in there too, so it was nice. Shout out to your mom, Perry. He lived in there. I still think he got his condo up there. Oh man, shout out to Ramir Amir. Oh, what was the best place you ever been to, She? The best city, best country you ever been to?
One of the nicest cities I've been to. Actually, it's kind of funny. Mooresville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's nice and cozy. I, like the city life don't really impress me that much. I done been to, like I said, all 48. I mean, I've been to Montana. It's real nice up there in the wintertime and stuff, and Seattle, all the rain. But that's more subtle. It has a mixture of the country life, and it's more upscale. People over there have a little money, but it's just when it boils down to it, just nice homes, just real subtle, not nothing too wild and fancy.
What part of Montana you was in?
I can't even remember the part of Montana because it
Oh,
was going up like going across because I was on the interstate and I was
yeah,
just because of my job I
yeah.
would go to different towns and stuff like that. So basically I was over there just working, and we went to this Silver Dollar restaurant. Actually, I know if I pull it up on Google, I can look it up. It's like a Silver Dollar restaurant where they
Mm-hmm.
have like 50,000 silver dollars.
Oh, really?
Yep, they got 50,000 silver dollars. Like everybody who come there, basically back in the day, were just giving them silver dollars, and they were just collecting all of them, and they would put them. They got them all over the bar countertop, all
Yeah.
over the walls, and then you sign your name and stuff like that. Some of them put the year they gave it to them and stuff like that, and they just, put a clear coat over it and crowned it into the bar, all over the walls and stuff like that.
Uh,
Yeah.
were they good to you out there?
Yeah, man, no problem. I mean,
Good for you.
even like where is it? I went to Sturgis one time,
How was
but
that?
not was the biking. I didn't go in the biking like time when they had bikers there, but I just went there just to be going through there, and there was a couple of bikers there. And, they hit me with what are you doing here? You don't supposed to be around here. And I was laughing because I was with this white guy, and so the whole thing was they say, "Hey man, what's going on?" And they was like, "What made you come up here?" I say, "For work, man. I'm up here working and stuff." And they was like, "Okay, man, check out the scenery." They was real nice to me, telling me check
Mm,
out the scenery, things
it's
that's
nice,
going
man.
on. Yeah,
Yeah,
Glacier,
the Black
Whitefish.
Hills. The Black Hills. That's really beautiful.
You been to Glacier?
Yeah, I've been there. I've
No,
been all through South Dakota. I actually lived in South Dakota. That's where my husband's family is from.
okay, nice.
Yeah, I
Bit,
still got land out there too.
bit about you, nicer. What the nicest place you been to?
South Dakota. I've been to Montana too. That was cool.
Okay. Toya's been
Denver was
to
really dope.
Toya's been to Melbourne, Australia. Did I say it right, Toy?
Yeah, you did.
There you go.
Phoenix is dope. Um, Florida is dope. LA, I loved LA. I was only supposed to be there for 2 months for a 2 month vacation. I end up staying 4 months.
Nice. Nice out in
Yeah,
California, huh?
yeah.
yeah.
Maine is nice too. Maine is in
I've
the
been up there.
fall.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
fall, Maine is
Fall in
nice.
New England. You on point. Yeah, I tell people that because I used to go up to Hartford, and I tell guys in here, once you get to Hartford, that whole part of the Northeast changes. Not for the better for if you're people of color, but the scenery is nice. You was up there in the fall, like in October, November.
Yeah, yep.
You
I
saw
was
those
up
leaves
there
fall.
September. Yep, when the leaves were changing and everything.
Beautiful.
Man, it was nice. Yeah, yep. Um,
Oh
Florida.
shit! I'm
I've been
sorry
all
to
the way
hear
down
that,
across
bro.
the
Winters,
Keys.
the
NBA
winters in
fan.
Maine are nice too.
NBA fan. My prayers to you, man. Damn, your car flipped on the highway. Shit.
Oh,
I'm glad God
That's
kept you with
scary.
us. Yeah, man. Hope you're alright, bro. Hope everything is okay. Say my prayers for you. Know how I feel about you. Hope you're alright, my brother. You can always get another car. Can't get another life. My prayers to
That's
you.
facts.
Good to see you this morning. Uh, good. She was talking.
I was saying I've been all the way down to like the Key West and all that. It's nice down there too. It's more of a tourist culture down there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people fishing, man, like fishing and just beach. They have a lot of tourist attraction stuff. Like the food was real good down there as well too. I had end up getting like it was like a fish chowder, and I
Mm-hmm.
came home and made it with my wife. I just made like salmon and different kind of other fish like Maui or something like that, and
Mm-hmm.
then just do some like Alfredo sauce and everything because I'm too lazy to make my own gravy from scratch. So
You mean mahi
Oh,
mahi cheese?
oh shit! You broke a rib, bro. My prayers, man. I'm always gonna have in your thoughts. Tribute the show tonight to you. I promise, man. Get better, bro. If you have to stay in the hospital a few days, do it, bro. Let them take care of you. Trust me, I know. That's why I'm back here right now with the shit I went through for 4 months. Love you, kid. Hope everything works out, my brother. Damn. Not the type of news
So
you want to hear when you wake up on a Saturday morning. Speaking of which, our girl is here, and you know how much I love her. The beautiful Miss V that's on a different plateau in this galaxy right now where she has taken her business to.
Thank you, Mace. How y'all doing up here?
And
We
everybody,
good,
everybody,
Miss V?
excuse me for
good.
blushing, but every time she comes around, I blush. How you doing, baby girl?
I'm good. I've been here from the beginning, but I was laying here trying not to go to sleep. I'm like, let me get on here because I almost dozed off. What y'all doing for Father's Day? Like, I'm surprised the Manosphere don't have like the big discussion about Father's Day and what
Oh,
everybody
they
gonna do.
have,
Oh, I've been missing it.
but not the good. They only talk about the bad.
The Manosphere guys?
Yeah, because
Oh,
the this month is Pride Month, and then also it is Juneteenth
mm-hmm.
tomorrow, so it's kind of like the Father's Day getting pushed on the back burner. So
Yeah, that's insulting, kinda. But yeah, I was wondering what y'all doing for y'all dads for Father's Day.
My dad's no longer here, so tomorrow I'll be very melancholy tomorrow because I was close with my father and I miss him very much. So I used to always take him out on Father's Day, and I'm just gonna lay low. Shout out to all the dads out there, including you, she, and happy Father's Day to you, my brother.
I'm so sorry for your loss, Mace, and
It's all right.
anybody else that don't have a father here anymore. My dad is actually getting married today, so I'm about I'm about to get up in about 30 minutes and get ready for this wedding, and but I'm tired as heck because I've been up since 3. But I forgot to take days off work. That was so dumb. So yeah, I got a full weekend or had a full weekend because my sister is here in town and we've been shopping for 3 days.
Oh, I love that.
It was cool. I'm really like my sister outshot me any day. Like she could be in the store for 12 hours. Seriously. She's ridiculous. And then she pick a bunch of stuff and then end up taking it all back or out of her cart before she even pay for it. Like I'm like, she's just different when it comes to that.
Yeah. I know how to go in and get what I need and go.
That's me. In and out. I'm not about to be in there all day.
There you go.
Hmm.
Not all day for you. How Ms. V?
Huh?
You don't go shopping all day?
Oh heck no. Look, I did a live while I went live while she was shopping. I was sitting down in the middle of the mall with my phone plugged in. Like, no, I don't like all that. I don't like spending money. And
Okay.
then I really don't. I'm like,
We
eh,
gotta talk about that one day.
I'm telling you, it's like, especially with the business mind that I have, I'll be like, okay, how can I make this product for me?
You know how you get two sides from your parents? Like
Hmm.
with my demeanor, the way I'm in right now, this is my father's side of me. But one thing I got from my mother is always to be frugal when it comes to your money.
Yeah, I definitely have traits of my mom and dad.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, no
I'm
problem, man.
even more. I used to love shopping like years ago, but now I just don't want to wear other people's stuff. Like, I really don't. Everything that I buy, it should be about my business or something. That's just how I feel.
And what school did you come from?
The school will make this go viral.
The DJ Cooler model.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even know that he said that. Me and DJ Kuda is similar, though. We both Capricorns, that's for sure.
Damn, everybody's a Capricorn.
That's how Dame Dash. I follow him a lot. He started in a football league, arena league,
Oh,
And
and
really?
that?
yeah, because he's already. I think he has like 5 teams already, and he's willing to try to. He's wanting to own the buildings. So he was like, when it comes down to it, we're not the innovators of anything, far as as black people being our own.
Mm-hmm.
So when it come down to the excuse me, when it come down to the teams, we don't own a team. Even when Master P and I forgot the guy who used to own Cox Cable Company, they were
Mm-hmm.
trying to get a NASCAR and they was pushing them out from not even getting in the man. NASCAR is a $1 billion industry. And it's probably I think about three or four that I know of that are black NASCAR drivers, you know.
And give
But
our boy, damn,
Bubba,
what's our boy? Damn, I forgot his name now. Starts with a C.
somebody in
He's
this space,
in this space. Yeah, the tech whiz.
take us with a C.
Missy Ova,
Concept
the
creepers.
technician.
Concept design. Give him a lot of credit because
Oh, complex.
complex design. Yeah, because
Yeah,
he bought his own drag team a couple of years ago.
yeah.
That costs a lot of money, folks. To own your own drag team.
Mm-hmm.
So give a shout out to my brother. Now, if you see him through these streets, tell him I said hello. Haven't seen him in a hot minute. Yeah. So Miss V has taken off. She is in another century. Toyah is sultry as always. Nice is about to explode. She doing his thing. And we want to talk about a nice setup. Look at Sheet's setup whenever he goes on live or you catch one of his videos. Cap for Life is up here. What's up, bro?
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah, we're living. We're surviving. Send a prayer to NBA fan. He was in a horrible traffic accident this morning. Broke a rib. So, prayers to him. I'll go all hard for him tonight when I do the draft NBA draft. What you call that? I forgot what they call it. When mock draft. I'm doing that tonight with Tackman Clan Killer. Good morning to him out in San Diego. I was gonna say, come back tonight to talk football. I'm not gonna do that right now with these beautiful ladies up here. That's the last thing they want to hear from me. You could chill on the panel, but I'll do the football tonight. I'll be back on later tonight. 7:15 Eastern. Yeah, I'll talk Dolphins, bro. I had the whole dude. I don't want nobody to leave. I'll end this with him right here. I had the whole crew up last couple of nights, bro, all the way to like 4 or 5 in the morning, just talking Dolphins, bro. I had EM up here. I had Itest, Sean, Mr. Miami. So I had the Manzano. So come back tonight. We'll do that.
That's what's up, man. Just want to show love to everybody, man. Y'all be
Appreciate
good, man.
you, man. Be by tonight, bro. Don't be a stranger. Come by tonight. We'll do that shit.
Nah, I will, man. Y'all be good, man.
Yeah.
Stay easy.
You have a great day, bro. Cat for life. Raven, you want to come up? You can come up.
Yeah,
Raven, you want to
Get
come
Raven up here.
Yeah, get up here, Raven.
Get up
Man,
here, Raven.
I was on the channel last night.
You're boring a little bit.
And
You're boring a little bit.
bad area.
Yeah, so, and a big shout out to DS1 Ross, bro. I tell you, I haven't seen a man go, wow, these last 5-6 weeks, he has been just awesome. Absolute awesome. Yeah, go ahead,
Raven's lying. He just doesn't want to join us.
Yeah, Raven, prayers to NBA fan, but that was horrible.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
About waiting my turn to get my haircut. Yeah, we hear you now. Yeah, Raven, I believe Raven, because he said earlier this week he was going to get a haircut. And I told him I was going to get mine yesterday, but my man was booked up, so he gave me the first chair on Tuesday morning. So, yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Sheik.
I was saying I was on the channel last night, and me and this guy was going back and forth with a discussion, and like I was telling him, and I always say this about the manosphere and stuff, it's about choices, and that's what I keep saying, that guys who want wives can't be sitting here like it's crazy. I just seen this lady. I should have clipped it. I don't know if I sent it to my email or not, so I can go back and review the video later. But I'm gonna do it on my other channel, my original channel I started, and that's why I'm gonna talk the manosphere and all this relationship talk, because I know the conversation need to be talked about. But when it comes down to it, this lady was like, man, guys who trying to get to a purpose in their life tend to cut a lot of these women off and focus on their path.
You're talking to them? You're talking to one of them?
And there's so many guys that kind of really want what everybody else has, but you can't. If you want what everybody else has, you're gonna have everybody's life. Your life will be different if you create your own path. Dr. Dunbar talked to him about that, and we always talk about that. Gaining knowledge of self. A lot of people don't even know what they want out of life. So how you gonna jump into a relationship and you don't even know if you want blue sheets or white sheets on your bed? You at odds about doing something simple as putting sheets on your bed, and then you want to talk about a relationship. That's why I say that's where the tragedy goes. And then, it was one thing that stuck with me when we was having a conversation, Red Lipstick Vibe. And Miss V, I think you know her. But to the point, she was having this conversation.
Yeah, I recently met her.
Yeah, and I've been knowing her for a minute, just going through different channels, because like Nicer was saying, I go through a lot of channels, associated with a lot of people. I started to share more channels on my, community tab and of channels I go to and stuff like that. And my biggest thing is, why hasn't it been a push in the manosphere? Because the manosphere one always talked about, changing the laws. That's what the manosphere brand was when it first came. Now the second wave is more or less, to me, is on the entertainment and money side, because where's the laws on the books for the men to kind of revise some of this stuff with child support? Like, where's the a one direct channel that I can go to if I'm having issues with my baby mom, that I can get a lawyer to come help me, or I can get some information. Like a lot of guys are dumb to the fact about a lot of this stuff. Not to mention, a lot of guys don't even want to tend to deal with anything because, that discomfort that if you deal with the court system, you're gonna always lose. So the fight is already
Also,
over before it starts.
also, and I said this on many occasions, and me and Mahogany have a big disagreement about this, when this was about to go down. I think it is scary, and this is no offense to any of these women up here or the women, period. It is scary how the women have not only come to that space, but have basically hijacked that space. Everywhere you look, there's a woman's platform. And you're right what you say. Well, look, what guys are really looking for, it's not around. It's really not.
First,
You think about it?
Mace, how many
Yeah.
times did Ramil say that no women, like Ramil channel is the only channel that's still holding the line. If a woman gonna come up on this channel, they gotta pay $304. That's the 304 tax. That's Ramil's standard for a woman to come on this channel.
Wow.
304.
Oh, man.
Because he say, 9 times out of 10, every time he try to, like he used to charge $50. And then there were guys who would pay for the woman to come up and talk. And ultimately, it would always be the same thing, like he said. She's gonna come up here, gaslight, do this and do that. I mean, for the women that come up and just agree and to, give their viewpoint and have, the outside opinion. Yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, it's a lot.
You Borgin, brother. You're Borgin. Third words
That
on
ain't
point.
nothing but the black manosphere trying to hold the black man down right now. See, he was making good points, and then they want to start borging his mic just when he started to pull everything
Oh, gee, I wonder
out
who was
beneath
behind.
him.
I wonder who was behind that.
Mhm.
The gynocracy. That's what they say in the
Oh,
manosphere.
man.
It's the gynocracy.
There you go. Yes, the gynocracy. Yeah. Fred Ward's on point too. What he said that most of these guys, especially the so-called 2.0 group of the manosphere, look at them now. All they're doing is counting their dollars, finessing all these fools that really believed in the stuff they said. See what else Fred Ward said? Toyah said, "Whoop."
Truth is in the pudding. A lot of guys, that's the whole thing. That's why most guys don't want to show their face. That's why most guys don't want to show their work, because you're going to be held accountable for that. If anybody ever docks me, they'll know, hey, I'm not lying about stuff. I never said I was in no $1 million house. I never said I was his biggest financial advisor. None of that stuff. I tell people all the time, I'm growing too.
Oh shit!
Hell, I showed my wife on a panel one time. And to an extent, hey, they can say what they want. My thing, I tell guys, your 10 is your 10. You might have a guy that say, yeah, man, your girl, she might be a 4. Well, my 4 is my 10.
That's true. I always said it. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Exactly.
That's
And a lot of
right.
guys so caught up. That's why a lot of guys really, to an extent, a lot of guys don't get married because that woman don't measure up in everybody else's eyes.
Worry
I
about
mean,
the
if we're gonna keep it
wrong thing.
a buck, that's what really goes on in some of these houses and this space as well. Let a dude show his wife and they start clowning his wife. 9 times out of 10, this dude is gonna leave. I remember when we was in high school, one of my friends told his other friend that he was like, hey man, you family, so you dealing with her is an embarrassment to me. This dude ended up dumping the girl he liked. He was so mad. And then guess what the guy told him? Ha ha, I made you dump somebody you love. And he was like, God, like he was cussing and going crazy. But I told him, I was like, whose fault is that? That person's fault or your fault? Why
He
did you
was
even listen
weak-minded.
to him?
He was weak-minded. You should have never listened to him. A guy telling you that. A guy telling you that he's not your friend.
Nope. But that's the thing though. We are structured to, go with the herd mentality. When are we
Sadly,
gonna start, building and going for ourselves?
I
We
totally agree
structured to
with
go
you.
with the herd mentality.
I totally agree.
That's
We are
why a lot of
monkey
us
see,
lose.
monkey do society.
Yep.
And no offense, ladies, especially the sisterhood, they follow whatever. It's very rarely you get a Toyah, a Miss V, a nicer that go on their own instincts. But for the most part, a lot of these women follow one another.
But that's what everyone that follows or not. That's like with me. Me being a man, I have dropped the ball sometimes. You know, I had a friend and I had to check him on it. This dude didn't take care of his kids. And then I just stopped being friends with him. And he started getting mad, like, dang, bro, you don't want to hang or go out and do this and that. I'm like, bro, I'm associating with you. Everybody gonna think I'm a deadbeat. I'm like, you
That's
know how
true.
many women are not gonna mess with me on the principle of being your friend? And he took it for what it was. Even I talked to his brother one day and I told him his brother told me he had a newborn recently. I was like, another one? I was like, who this man think he is? DJ Khaled? Like, dang, he got like 9 kids. I mean, he takes care of them, but the point of it is, it's by force. If he generally had to take care of his kids, honestly, I don't think he would do it. Now his brother has about, I think, 5 kids. He take care of those kids because he want to, and it's even not by force. But two guys come from the same house, but got different morals about themselves. Same mom, same dad, but just both of them come with different outcomes. And that's the point. Like, even with this whole topic of, what's it, SYSBM guys and passport bros. I'm like, man, if you a sucker in America, you a sucker across the I don't care what you say.
Yeah,
Your
kudos,
money,
gold
your
stars.
money is not a validation for a woman. Like, that shows how much she can get. Every woman has the internet to a degree over there, or they see something that's going on in America. They know Americans already have money, and most of them are starting to learn that you don't have to fully deal with this guy. Man, Gold Professor showed this one video where the man was coming back and forth to the Philippines messing with this chick, and he was sending her money and telling her don't go to the go-go bars, where the time difference was when he was
Lovely,
at
nicer.
work. When he was at work, he was talking to her, but when he go home and go to sleep, that was daytime for the Philippines, I guess. And she was at the go-go bars while he was asleep.
Yeah, it's 11-hour difference.
Yeah, yeah,
Kuda's out there right now in Thailand,
yeah.
and people don't know this. He laid a bombshell 3:30 this morning, our time here in the East Coast. He said he's staying there. He said he's gonna give him a condo, a house. He said he ain't coming back to the United States.
Hey, you better ship all this stuff over there.
He took most of his stuff with him.
Okay.
So,
I got a cousin like that, man. I got a cousin got a he gets a check from the military, $2,700
mhm,
guaranteed.
mhm.
So he's already at a positive. Even if he don't even find a job or do any work, he already has 2,700 every month, and that goes a decent way over there. It's not that he's gonna be the king of Zamunda, but he's gonna live comfortably over there with that money until he finds him some type of other revenue. He's not coming back. He just had a kid over there. Man, he's trying to get some land over there. He's already renting a place. He has a chauffeur because I guess to a degree you can't drive and you got to go through the paperwork. But I mean, he's good. And I'm like, man, you just gonna stay over there? He's like, yep. And I mean,
Man,
that's to the degree everybody, don't move by the same drum. What's good for him, you might suck over there. You might get over there and your whole world might be turned upside down.
well,
So, Sheed, I got a question for you. So, basically, you're saying the things that the men complain about in the manosphere, they should have like some type of solution for that.
So,
that's what it's
it's
supposed to
never
be
gonna be a
for, honey.
solution. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, to a degree, it's never gonna be a solution
Okay, a
because,
support group or a channel
yeah, I
that
mean,
specifies. Yeah. I
yeah,
mean,
it
have you
should
ever
be.
thought about getting a team together and everybody talk about the important things, or you could do it yourself where you have certain days that you talk about the issues you hear about?
And technically, that's what I was actually starting with my channel by only talking about, improving yourself and money, talking about business, some form of aspect, because like I said, with the gender topic, we could talk about that all day. But if a person never improves themselves, how good would you be in society? You know, if like BGS
Your
said it
mic
best.
is crispy, Mace.
No, that's me. That's me, baby.
I know. I said it's crispy because I can hear it. It's ASMR right now.
That's
Yeah,
me
we
munching.
eating too.
That's me munching some
Right, I feel the
lifesavers.
crunch in my teeth.
I'm gonna read Fred Ward's stuff because he gets on me if I don't read it. You got content creators that been preaching to men for years and don't get with baby mamas or single mothers, but their so-called wifey is a baby mama prior to them getting with them. Such hypocrites. Truth be told, the women hold their own spaces down and regulate their own spaces better than the men. I totally agree with that. Doing
it,
our spaces. Tell me I'm lying. No, he's right.
it's
All you
it,
have
it,
to
it's
do.
50. It's like 50-50 with the women, and it's like 70-30 with the men, because to a degree 70% of the man channels is a bunch of bullshit, because they don't want everything to do better, because honestly there should be a coalition to every week. I mean, I'm not gonna say the content creator I talked to that was trying to implement this, but he's trying to make it to where every week somebody they stick to a topic and kind of help, or somebody follows this narrative to push to help everybody get on one path, because the unisic mind is the only way that men can actually get better, especially black men. We all got to be on one accord. We can't beat from different drums, and it's to the degree like this whole Pookie and educated lame stuff. When it comes down to it, a lot of those guys who are not getting none are mad at the dudes that are getting some. My
Mhm.
thing is, I don't want one of them women that the dudes who getting some represents. Like, why would I want a chick that, you know, she gets smashed out by everybody, and then I'm running up to be next? No, I don't want that in my life.
Exactly.
That's why I be telling them guys when they be talking about some, man, these women are choosing wrong. No, they choosing right,
I'll talk to
because
y'all later.
I love
go
you,
ahead.
baby.
All right.
The
Much love to
women
you
that are
too.
choosing
Bye.
Bye.
wrong, those are the ones that you don't want to be around. That's why I go back to the whole saying, most of the guys in the manosphere just want hoes.
I would agree with
Because
that.
if you wanted a better selection or a better, outcome, you wouldn't be dealing with certain women. Certain women, that it's a downfall.
Hold on. Hold up. Not you. Kings of Lions, Z45. Sorry, black people not in the Bible.
King
Black,
Lions, don't
black,
troll.
black is by slave master and government. What you mean by that? Elaborate on that.
I know, King.
Or
No,
or do
he
know.
been up here before.
Yeah, I know. But race was created by man. You know, Cain to God, I always say, I'm a human. I'm a human before I'm anything. Every person that's walking around on Earth is a human before anything. We push this narrative of all this other stuff, but we humans before anything.
Fair Ward said their channel for the record TV is not considered a manosphere channel because we stay away from manosphere topics and talking points. We're not trying to be pro-racist hypocrites.
Yeah,
I do agree with that. Shout out to Brandon L. I don't call him Crypto L, whatever you call him, Bitcoin L. Brandon L. the bill from his
that's a Niger.
Topaz. Kenny Conjo. And Big Duke 24.
That's
Shout
that's
out
a
to Thunder Ward.
that's a Niger.
Nigger L.
Oh, okay. That's what
Shout
you
out to
call him
Nigger
now?
L.
Degenerate Serenigan is with us. Good to see my brother here.
Hello. Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, King of Lions is all yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I said that in the comment section because a lot of people don't understand. They keep going by what they was taught and been lied to for their whole entire life, and they don't want to know who they truly are. That's what it is. That's why I said what I said.
No, I agree with what you were saying. I'm just curious to hear from you, like to elaborate on that. But I do agree.
Oh yeah. That was created by the government and by the slave master. Yeah, it's a slave name. So y'all say that you don't know who you are. They keep y'all confused for many years. See, I already know who I am.
I got no problems with that, my brother. How you been? Welcome up here.
I'm doing good. Just been busy with life.
There you go. It's good to see you.
Oh, definitely.
Let me ask you this. 'Cause I love talking this topic.
Mhm.
Do you see hope for our culture?
The way it's going, it's like a little 50, but what's going on with our race? A little bit, but not too much because of what's been going on over the years. So it's really hard to say.
2080?
I have to say about 20 or 10% on that.
Wow. 1090. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? See what you see?
As far as what now?
Our culture, our race. Do you see it for your kids coming together in their time, or it's just about over? King of Lions think it's just about over. I do too.
Well, honestly, it been over. But
There
you
you
got
go.
to look at to a certain degree. You got to follow the trend. There's a lot of pockets of black culture that's making it and doing pretty good for themselves. The rest are just completely falling by the wayside. When it comes down to it, a lot of us, to a degree, we ain't gonna make it. There's only gonna be a handful of us that actually provide certain things for our kids, enhance ourselves to do better and be better. But the rest of us, we just falling, like I say, back to that herd mentality. A lot of us ain't gonna produce nothing. A lot of us ain't gonna do good for our kids. I mean, the whole point of that reading level, when it comes down to the parents, it shows that it's nothing being done in the house. Like I told you several times, my son, he started slacking on his reading. The other one did. I put him in the after school program that I had to pay for out my pocket. My one of my sons was doing bad in math. Like right now, he up and down in math. I gotta go get him a math tutor. Like if I can't do it and he won't learn through me, he's gonna have to learn through somebody. And a lot of people are not willing to, make those sacrifices. You know,
Negro, I love your avatar. My boy, American Negroes in here. Good to see you, family. Third,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
she dropped off. Third Ward said them niggas obviously can't. Talking to Toyah, they stay hating, complaining about Pookie and Ray Ray. When the truth be told, Pookie and Ray Ray don't even think about them. I agree with that. Good day to you, family, out in California, man. Appreciate and love you,
Hey,
bro.
American Negro. It's been a while since I've seen him.
I actually debunked my whole race thing like on my channel before, but also I decided to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, go ahead, King.
I debunked the course thing because everything people say, of course, it's always been I'm gonna say it's like the whole black and white thing has been a huge agenda lie since the beginning of time, and people still couldn't figure out who they was. Yeah, it's been agenda lie this whole time, and people never even knew. And I'm the one who figured it out. Yeah, figure out the whole thing and connected with the Bible. Yep, it was nothing more than a lie. That's all it was. And people still say the same thing. Yep. And how do I know it was agenda? Government. That's how. Slave master. That's why.
There you go.
Well, this conversation has taken a turn that I wasn't prepared to go on.
No,
So,
I'm just talking to him to hear his opinion, but we can get back what we was talking about. I'm just curious. I was gonna say to you, you come on my new channel coming up soon, bro. We'll talk about that shit all day. King of
definitely.
Lions.
Oh, definitely, yes. Like I'll be back on my channel, my main channel, mid-September, because I'm taking a hiatus off my channel.
I'll definitely subscribe. I'll definitely subscribe to you. No doubt about that. I love topics like this. Because that's when, I get real deep. So I agree with everything you said. and I appreciate you being here. What's up, Tony Manzano?
Hey, fellas. Hi, Toyah. How are you guys?
Hey, Tony.
Good to see you, Tony, this afternoon. Big show tonight, 7:15 Eastern. I'll be on early so I can start roasting people again before Attack Man comes up and do our NBA mock draft.
Hey, by the way, Mace, I have a question. When are you doing your show about the greatest athletes? Did you already do that?
No, next Saturday I'll do it.
Okay.
Tuesday night, though, I'm doing either Tuesday or Thursday. The thumbnail is going to be up later today. Who's the best player of the NBA this generation? Steph, LeBron, or KD?
Honestly, I'm saying Steph Curry, to be honest.
Okay. And by the way, if you just came, NBA fan, hit me up. He was in a terrible auto accident. He broke his rib. His car flipped on the freeway out in Ohio. So everybody say a prayer to him.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody pray for NBA fan.
Apparently the Mace. Remember, you guys were talking about the boxing match with Crawford and Spence last night. Mm-hmm. Apparently, it's in jeopardy because Spence got in a car wreck.
Okay, I'll talk about that tonight. Toyah, anything you want, baby? Go ahead.
No, you guys got it. I'm about to
anything you want.
Go get dressed and stuff.
No horoscope today?
No, not today. Maybe next week.
Okay, baby. You know I love you.
I love you too.
You have a good weekend, my love. Yeah. Stay beautiful, honey. I'm speaking for all the men in these spaces. Stay beautiful.
I will try.
All right, baby. The beautiful Toyah. Where's King of Lions at? Go ahead, brother. Keep elaborating what you were just talking about.
Yeah. That. Yeah, I mean, it was agenda. They've been shoving this agenda through our throats ever since the 30s, 40s, 50s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. And people never figured out, like, come on, this has been a big lie for the longest time. I spot through other agendas, but this I never spotted and never paid attention to. I debunked this.
Degenerate. You are absolutely correct. That's why I stay away from the Pookie and Ray Ray garbage. You're absolutely correct about that. When I feel about this country, the one thing that I figured out as a little boy, because my dad taught me to look out for certain things, is how two-faced everybody is towards us. You ever realize that?
Oh, yeah. I noticed that.
Hit that like and subscribe, people. That's all I care about. Like and subscribe. If you like this platform, there's going to be plenty more of this in my new channel. Hopefully out next week or the week after, but it's coming. How can I say this to you? It's a damn shame that you want to come back up? I dropped the link. It's a damn shame that a lot of black folks are blindsided, in my opinion, of what things are really going on around them, and they think that everything that the white man is like a blessing from the Lord, like Jesus. And I disagree with that. Mm-hmm. Tell us in your opinion, your opinion, how naive a lot of black people are in the urban areas.
Our race is very naive. They believe any lie. They celebrate stuff the Bible says not to do, and they just naive. They just believe anything. They don't question it or go against it or even research it if it's true or not. They've been very, very deceived for a long time. Yeah. Like for example, the whole white Jesus.
Yeah.
Bonjour. That's a fake. That's not the real Yahshua. That's a fake.
Of course.
Devil. Yeah. I know this stuff. I'm a Jew, so I'm a slash truther, but yes, I'm a Jew at the same time, so I know what's going on. Yes. And it wasn't easy for me to wake people up on my channel to do that type of stuff, for me to speak that through. It wasn't easy. I got a lot of backlash for a lot of topics I even exposed to, even talked about. Or people got mad at me because, oh, you exposed holidays. Yeah, because holidays, no. Birthdays, no. Straight up.
You think it's a people's thing? What my brother up here is talking about? You want to come up? You can. Link is right there. Come up and join us. You think it's a people thing? I agree with that to a degree, but I agree with King of Lions that these are people are too, especially the women, are too monkey see, monkey do, and that's not good.
No. No, the reason why people are deceived because they don't want to listen to that Bible. They don't want to listen about their real heritage. They so busy listening what the other nation says in the world, they're being deceived, but they don't see it.
Fascinating.
Yeah, when you tell them the truth, that's when they want to get mad, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. What's up, stranger? Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, all the shit going on right now.
Man, what you just call me, bro?
I said, what's up, stranger?
Stranger. Nigga, you know me, nigga.
I know you, call us, bro. You know your family up there. How you been?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Good.
Yeah.
We're talking about me and my brother up here, King of Lions. We're talking about the way society.
Oh.
No finals. I did the finals, bro. You was busy. I forgot who was looking for you. Somebody was looking for you. I forgot who it was. They said, where you been? You know, our boy NBA fan got into a horrible car accident this morning. He hit me up in here. His car flipped on the freeway. He broke his rib. He was on his way to the hospital.
God damn.
So I told him that, you know, just get better and we'll pray for him. We'll support him, and I love him. And we love him. So he was very moved by that. I meant it. Stick around. We'll talk NBA. I'll get Manzano back up here in a couple of minutes. King of Lions, let me ask you. Well, for now, I'll just call you King. King, let me ask you this. You said 1090. You see, but we'll never get it together again. And I do agree with that, sadly. If you had to put your finger on the culprit, who would you blame?
I would blame this whole country. I would blame Lucifer, who's behind this. I would blame the government. There's a lot that I see what's wrong.
Welfare, Section 8.
Government in general, the lies of living nation, the so-called celebrating holidays, the so-called white Jesus that's a fake.
I know that's fake.
A lot of things.
But you can't tell these black women anything.
Hey, Jesus, at that time in Israel, they were saying most of the people over there at that time in the Bible that they talk about, the people were people of color. So it's a small chance that Jesus was actually Caucasian. He was actually a person of color. So.
Yeah, that's why it's fascinating how black people have free passage to Israel. It's not the same here, the reverse.
Well, I'm about to say that ancestors, they did a lot more compared to we did. This culture, our race, simply, is not compared to what they was years ago. We're kind of weak. They was warriors back then. They actually fought and all that stuff. I didn't agree with some of the stuff they did, but they did fall. They did listen to. That's the only reason why we got into slavery, because our people didn't listen and they got captured.
Didn't fight back either.
No, they got captured by the Africans and then they got captured by the Caucasians years ago.
Yeah. I'm saying that I think it's a people thing, that people are very two-faced to each other. Absolutely correct.
No, there was some tribes who fought back. Not all tribes, just laid down. Like I know the Igbos of Nigeria, they fought. The Ashantis, I'm Ashanti, so I gotta rep. We fought back. But at the end of the day, it was bribery. At the end of the day, once the British came over, because the British they was obsessed with the Africans and how advanced they were, and they wanted to use their men for strength. And I'm saying, it was bribery. They said, you know what, we give you this, that, and the third. We give you all these weapons and whatever, and you give us your people. We give us some of your people. I guess they didn't keep that promise. They took some more people that they didn't promise to the Africans. The Africans are over here looking like, damn, I didn't know you was gonna do all this. But We started building castles and shit. Now, you know, I've been to all the slave castles and shit, man. Shit's sad.
Yeah, you told us in Ghana, right?
Yeah, bro.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm gonna debunk this exactly. The birthdays is paganism. The holidays that I already celebrate, birthdays is paganism. It has nothing to do with Yahoo. It doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, it's born with other deities, other false gods.
Okay.
What you think about Juneteenth, the new holiday that the white man decided to give to us?
Oh, that's paganism. I debunked that on my channel. I debunked a lot of holidays and birthdays.
Yeah, at my job they were giving out food and shit. Talking about Juneteenth. I had to remember, like, what the fuck is Juneteenth again?
Yeah, you're right about that. Relentless.
Shit. It's only the second holiday. Listen, these holidays, man, we should have been had a holiday. Why we gotta wait for the approval of the white man so we can get our own holiday?
I'll go one further with you, Relentless, because you're from here.
I'll say this simply: I only celebrate the holy days. That's it.
And what part of the country are you from, King?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, from the South.
Oh, okay, you're in the South. So let me say this to Relentless real quick. You're not only you're on point, Relentless. How come every fucking group of races have a parade but us?
They designed that by design by the system. It was all set up for them, not for us.
That shit's crazy.
Man, this country's in the mud, bro.
No, you're lying. Let me see what my brother's saying.
It's getting to the point where you can't even send these kids to school because a crazy motherfucker who thinks he's a fucking victim, instead of fucking killing himself, he's gonna kill the whole goddamn school, man. This whole goddamn country is over, bro. It's like, bro, man. If it was up to me, I would dead ass pack my bags and move to Africa or some shit, man.
They're corrupted too. Everywhere you go is corrupt.
Nah. I'll move to Ghana because Ghana is actually one of the more peaceful countries in Africa. I know Africa got their own problems, but
that's his own, bro. He knows.
Yeah, bro. They don't be shooting random motherfuckers unless you go to like some places in Nigeria, bro.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
I'm laughing because from everything people have told me, if you go to Africa, don't trust the Nigerians.
No, don't get me wrong. I love me some Nigerians, man. They got some good music and all that. But you know, it's a little bit more corrupted because you gotta keep in mind, Ghana is only like 32 million people, and Nigeria is basically almost as big as America. They got like 200. I think they reaching 210 million. Like they got mad people, so it's course gonna be corrupt, different religions, beliefs, and all that. So I mean, it's gonna be a little bit more hostile over there. But
can I debunk that? Like the whole religion thing.
Go ahead. I'm just chilling up here. Go ahead.
The whole religion thing is man-made. That's confused by the devil. A lot of people don't know that. I know about it.
I can buy that. Well, let me ask you this, because I started my show today with Toyah about this. Let me hear this from you, from both if you want. I know Relentless comment on this before. What's up, Unknown X? I want to hear your version, King.
Talking about America?
Yeah.
It's
what the hell? Why in this stupid gender war that we're having among us? Why do the women hate us so much, in your opinion, King?
Oh, God. Here we go.
They've been indoctrinated as much as we are by Disney, etc. They've been indoctrinated, but luckily for me now, I got back my first one that I knew from high school years ago with me and her. Exactly, so she's not indoctrinated. She's woken up to the truth as much as I am, because I'm the one who grew up from the truth. What's going on? Oh yeah. It took me a while to wake her up. It did, my fiance. But
who's this guy?
What's going on?
I guess King of Lions got a lot of supporters. I've seen him in here before. What's up, Unknown X? Nice to meet you, partner.
I don't even know who Unknown X is. But
Everybody's
family in here, and because the NBA season's over,
he ain't no fan of him. But did you not read the chat? He ain't no fan of him. He didn't read the chat. He said that nigga cross-eyed, man. He said that nigga cross-eyed.
He's talking about me, the way I look.
He's just fucking around, man. See, he's laughing, right? He's just fucking around. You gotta have that up here, bro, a little bit, cause when you're so goddamn serious and gung ho, bro, people gonna look at you like, what the hell is wrong with this?
Well, I was at work, and I was talking to I like to call them surface dwellers, I'm talking to one of those dudes, man.
Yeah.
And it's sad how ignorant a lot of them. You know, I haven't lived in every single country, so I'm not gonna say people in general, but I'm gonna just say Americans, man. Because you know what? When you talk about certain shit, you know what it is? Is that a lot of Americans, you can do anything you want in America, right? In terms of, I mean, you can go wherever you want. Like if you want tropical weather, take your ass to Miami. You want to be cold, take your ass to, I don't know, Minnesota. I mean, you don't really have to leave the country per se, right? It's just the lack of the education on other cultures and shit that just kind of pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ask a motherfucker to name 3 countries in I don't know, South America or some shit, motherfuckers, like the average American is gonna be like, they might fuck around and say Mexico and shit. Meanwhile, Mexico not even in South America.
No, it's in North America.
Yeah, I mean, like the education system over here. I understand that Americans, they got a lot of pride and they don't want to really learn about.
Third dumbest country in the world, by the way.
Yeah, I believe that. They probably are, man. They don't know shit, man. I'm like, God damn.
No, I mean, I've just been also sick, and I know a lot what's going on. Now, I'm not the expert when it comes to the whole Israelite thing that much, but I still know a lot. Not a whole lot. When it comes
All I know about you is that you've been up here for almost a half an hour. You've been outstanding, bro. I'm serious.
Oh, yeah.
You may have ran people away today, but bro, I think me and you got things that you talk about that I agree with, and I like to go deep into that. Not today, but when I get my new channel up, hopefully next weekend, you can come pop up there. We'll talk about some of this stuff.
And motherfuckers, oh damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. You know, I keep talking. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm about to say, yeah, I don't mind it because I mean, I only gotta go work on Sundays, but I'm free during the weekdays.
Yeah. No. That channel will be on Monday. It will be on Monday through Saturday, but that'll be a morning chicken Saturday. I'll probably do it Saturday night, you know. But in the mornings, that'll be, you know, until I get back on my feet. That'll be my morning shows over there. Once I get up, and there'll be no sports unless something big happened. If something big happened, then I'll put it on both channels, and people can see me on both channels.
And you want to know what it is? Like, I feel like nowadays a lot of people are fake woke, and they talking about shit that they don't even know.
I agree with that.
It's like people think because they talk about star signs and shit, and talk about astronomy and bullshit, they think they spiritual. Get the fuck out of here. Like, oh my god, man! I'm tired of these. I'm tired of these fake woke, fake spiritual. Oh, I gotta fucking take a drug to get in touch with my spiritual. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. These motherfuckers, man. I'm not gonna go on this rant because I might get your channel fucking flagged. Because I'm gonna offend some people. But I just want to come up in here, man, because I heard y'all talking about some shit. And I'm not coming at y'all. I'm just talking about people in general.
Tonight, tonight, me and Tack is going to do a mock draft tonight, 8:00 our time in New York.
A mock draft for what? The NBA?
NBA. The draft is Thursday. I'm gonna put the phone up. I'm gonna put the phone there up for the draft tonight for Thursday night. Yeah.
Oh heck yeah! I'm about to sit there and say is what they say about Mother's Day, Father's Day. They have the same Agnes God. They do. They have the same thing, and people don't know that. I guess I got a lot right on this. Ever heard of the Sky God? That's what Mother's Day and Father's Day are dealing with, and people have no idea, and I know. Y'all hearing information from me? Yeah, I tell my cities I exposed it. A lot of people exposed it, but yes, that's a false god. It has nothing to do with Yahshua. Nope. Y'all celebrate something that God's against. Ouch. Don't want to be in y'all's shoes.
Well,
the thing is that we got to stop pushing religion on people. Like me, I consider myself a religious person, but I would never push religion on people. Like, you know, those people that, like Mace, I don't know if you ever been in the subway before, but you know those people that come in with the Bible?
Yeah, my nephew is used to be one of those. Unfortunately, I warned him.
Oh yeah, I don't.
You know what it is that, you know what, if you were atheist, you can believe or not believe whatever you want to believe. All right, I ain't got no problem with that. But you can't force somebody to believe, because first of all, if you try to force the word on somebody, they're not gonna listen to you, right? You
no, I'm not forcing the word. I don't follow what y'all facts.
Yeah, Mahogany, I love you, baby. Come up tonight, say hello to me. Okay, I love you.
Yeah, because I know people are gonna get triggered by this stuff. I'm sure they're gonna get triggered. They got triggered before. This is nothing new to me.
Hey Mace, did we ever talk about all the shenanigans between Lori Harvey and Michael B. Jordan? Did we ever talk about that on here?
No, but it's funny who she ended up with and who Megan Good ended up with. It just goes. Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, that's some business moves. That's by Hollywood. A lot of people don't even know that. That's by Hollywood. Even I know that.
I mean, it's amazing the mindset of certain women. I just look at them and go, really?
You know what? You know what? I'll say this, right? And I know this is gonna upset a lot of brothers in the manosphere, but I'm gonna come out and say this, right? I blame Michael B. Jordan, and let me tell you why. I feel like he didn't carry himself in a way to make himself be the prize. He put her on a pedestal to the point. Like for me, if you're Michael B. Jordan, right, and you look the way you look, you have the status that you got the fame, girls, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. She should be begging you to marry her.
Exactly.
I'm looking at this nigga. I'm like, what the fuck have you been doing? Why she got that mindset of saying, oh, you gotta prove shit to me? If I was him, I'd be like, bitch, I'm Michael B. Jordan. You gotta be begging me for fucking marriage.
I think King of Lions and she would agree with this. The reason why she thinks that way, and I hate to say this, to most black women in this country and maybe around the world, you get a white man, you catch her, you got the prize.
No, but I'm not necessarily talking about that. I'm just trying to say that he need to carry himself better, a little bit more respect.
I don't blame him at all. I don't blame him at all.
I put the blame on him, man. And first of all, I put the blame on him again because you gotta understand why is he trying to marry a girl like that who's known for being fast and getting around? I don't understand. Like, what? It's like he was sitting there simping and shit, saying, "Marry me, or I'm gonna take you to your dream place," or whatever the fuck. Like I saw this video, and she was like, "Oh, I always said I wanted to go to a market or whatever the fuck." He was like, "Oh, yeah, let's go to the market, blah blah blah." He's like, "Oh my god, he's so nice." I'm like, "Yo, are you serious, bro?" Like, I mean, this nigga, I don't know, man. You know, I'm gonna leave that alone.
I'm gonna say something exactly. Those celebrities people look up to are sellouts, and thirdly, they work by hardware. Thirdly, say they do this as a business move, and a lot of people can't figure that out.
Yeah. I'm with King on that. For one, I let you slide, you know, but usually when I hear men hit with their feelings, I hit them with the.
Hey, come on, Michael B. Jordan, man. You Michael B. Jordan. Why are you in your feelings, man?
You can't come in your feelings with this. Okay, for one, with Michael B. Jordan, this guy, you know, understand it. I get what you said. I would have never married her. I seen so many guys in this space have so much interest in her. And I'm like, when she messed with, see, my thing is every woman moves around a certain way. So if you classify that as being a hoe, that means 9 times out of 10, every dude is messing with a hoe. To a point, hoes, you see, the whole definitions of things have gotten miscrewed about hoes and simps and all that. She literally messed with a son and a father. That's a hoe. She don't care. Like, she literally smashed the son, then turned around and said, you can get some of this too since your son does. That's a hoe. Now, the women, you know, who out here just sleeping with different dudes, hey, it's like the roll of the dice at the casino. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But the point of it is, you got to play the game to win. Now, her messing with all the rappers and stuff like that and all the stuff, it goes against everything her dad talked about with thinking like a man. So she actually became the man instead of thinking like the man. And with Michael B. Jordan trying to marry her, that was his fault. He's supposed to have got done like that. I don't understand why people think like, oh, he's a good man, he's a this and that. So why would you marry a hoe then? If you such a good man and you putting yourself on a pedestal, because see, that was an image thing he was trying to pull by doing the Russell Wilson, taking a woman who has a kid, and I don't even look at Sierra as bad. Sierra, you know, she's a good chick. Only thing she did was mess with Future, so she's labeled this bad woman. Hell, every woman twerks.
I roasted her the other morning when I was on Thursday morning. I roasted her and Russell Wilson.
How? By what?
First of all, she's a woman with children. Not teenagers, children. And this woman's twerking on a bunch of horny
Cars.
ass, and no offense, she horny ass trucker's truck.
Yeah.
And then
Wait,
this is one
wait. She was twerking on niggas?
on the truck.
She was trucking on the truck. She wasn't
She
trucking
was
on no
trucking on
guy.
the truck.
Man, this
But
nigga Russell Wilson a bitch, man. I swear to God.
there you
I'm
go.
telling
That's
y'all,
why I killed him.
y'all keep
That's why I killed
See,
him.
when the
this is
story
my
comes
problem
out
with you
about
dudes, man.
Russell, y'all are gonna be so disappointed. Y'all gonna be eating all y'all words. I keep trying to tell y'all, this dude is not who y'all think he is.
Oh, I know he's not a simp.
Exactly. And then
I
this
know
the
he's
point.
not.
It's not even just that. Russell's really, really out there. That's why who names something a good guy? It's an oxymoron. This guy, his brand is called the good guy image. If you know what this guy did with his first wife, and he broke the team up. It was Russell. Russell was the cause of the whole team being breaking up after they won the Super Bowl because of his technicality, what he was doing in that locker room with the team. What they
I
were
agree with
doing
that.
broke the team up, and a
I agree.
lot of people don't know about that. See,
Yep,
that's the
it's
thing.
true. It's true.
Seattle people know about it, but it's on the hush.
Yeah.
When it comes down to, man, Russell is far away from being a simp. If anything, Russell needs to go to a convention, for like, what does they call it when you like wanted too much sex? Freaking, what they call with people who always want sex? Nympho.
Sex.
Yeah, nympho. This
Yeah.
guy's really a nympho. Like it's a lot of stuff people don't know behind the scenes about these celebrities. And the thing with Russell B and Laura, she's doing everything as a branding image. She's learned from Kim Kardashian, Black China, and all that. Sex sales. Hell, look at the Kardashian chick, the youngest one. Her makeup line sold in like 13 minutes when she dropped it online.
Multi-billionaire now.
Wisconsin sold for like, I think in 36 hours. Laura sold out in 36 hours. And that was just a brand repackaging. She
And
found a company, put her name on it, and sold it off as her stuff. And in 36 hours, her junk was sold. So about a day and a quarter.
But
yeah.
my whole thing is that I don't understand why he's cupcaking and asking for a fucking marriage for a chick who, besides her stepdad being Steve Harvey, what the fuck is she? What is she known for? Like, what does she do? She's not an actor. She wasn't a child star. She wasn't. She's not no motherfucking. She ain't Kendall. Like, not Kendall. Like Kylie. Like, what does she do besides being Steve Harvey's stepdaughter? Like, I don't really understand.
The same as all these other influencers.
Yeah,
She's
like
just an influencer
Kardashian.
because she look good. No, she
Yeah,
just
that's
actually
it.
is an influencer because she look good. But other than that, there's nothing else. I
She
mean,
don't do nothing, man.
she
That's the
classifies
point.
herself as a model, though. She classifies herself
Oh,
as a model.
man, if I take a picture on my phone and post it, I'm a model. Man, man come on.
Let me say
Exactly.
this. Let me say this about. I'm gonna go back to Sierra for a second.
Nigga might
The
be-
reason why I got on both of them wasn't the twerking. I threw that in as icing on the cake. If you did not see the video, folks, there is a video out there of Russell Wilson. Sierra was with a group of hoes, and they was doing something, and Russell Wilson came out of the bushes and gave her flowers and everything. And every time he tried to kiss her, Sierra put the flowers in front of him, like telling him to back off. And it just wasn't a good look for Russell. It wasn't a good look for brothers, in my opinion. And that's why I roasted him. That's why I roasted both of them. Was because of that video. If you didn't see it yet, go find it. She kept shoving him, pushing him away with the flowers, right, roses he bought her.
See that nigga Russell Wilson, man, he ain't got no fucking game, bro. That's just what it is. He can't even get your chick under control and say, you know what? Because not only is she representing herself, she's representing that nigga too, man. Like, that's what niggas don't remember, bro. Like when your girl outside doing crazy shit, she representing you too. And if she's out there doing that crazy shit, what does that say about you?
Exactly.
That you don't stand on nothing as a man, bro. Come on,
But
man.
she just said something a few minutes ago about Russell Wilson. You back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Now that phrase that you use, am I thinking what I think I'm thinking?
Talking about the situation up there in Seattle?
Yes.
Man, I really don't want to break it. Man, Russell was fucking all the wives up there on the team.
Yeah,
He
I believe. Now
he
that you
was
broke
trading.
it, I believe that.
He was trading out with like the team members, and one of the guys got mad because his wife was. He caught his wife texting him after a game instead of they talking or whatever, and that's when he took offense to. It's like, man, it's like three players got caught up in that trade where they just sent them off and kept Russell because he's the quarterback.
Yeah.
They had to keep it up on the shush. Man, Russell was banging. Like, why do you think he goes to orphanage and does all this charity work and he has to keep his image up? Because if this ever comes out, man, this is gonna destroy his whole image.
It's out
And
now.
and that's why he ended up marrying a woman with a child to kind of show this good guy image that he's here to save these women and for everybody to crown him the biggest simps. Simps get paid. At the end of the day, you can call a guy simp, but women love simp. So they gonna pay to see that simp. They
And,
gonna try to push their boyfriend and take them to
Nah,
go
they
see the
don't.
simp.
Women don't love since they settle for simp.
they sell for Sims. I agree with that. But let me say this right now. I'm on the same topic. Um, there is something about Russell Wilson. I've been following the kid since he was 18 years old, North Carolina State. There's something about him that tells me he really doesn't take any bullshit.
You don't. You don't.
Yeah,
Hey,
only when it comes to Seattle, he takes some bullshit. Right?
he don't
Everything
take
else,
no. I'm telling you, dude. If you really like all that stuff that with Future and all that junk, they got into it. This man went and actually paid for his kids' college fund. All his kids' college fund. Like, this how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go petty on you, and I'm gonna show you how this money work, how this money thing works. You know, even to the point where, like he told Sierra, Shay, don't even call this guy. No dealings with him. That's how men structures and handle things to where he's like, man, if this is getting too much, tell him you don't need his money. If you want to see his child, he can see him when he can. But other than that, we don't need him. He shut all that down. You
All
know,
right, bro. I was coming to you, King, but since you gotta do something, just come up, and when you come back, just say something. I know you're back on, and I'll let you roll with it.
Definitely.
Yeah. What me and King was talking about, which was fascinating. He thinks it's 1090, which means 10% that the African American community could be saved. You said that it's over, right? Didn't you say that, she?
yeah, it's over.
wait, what's over? What's over? What y'all talking about?
All right, as far as
African,
the community of us actually getting things and get back on code, you got to understand the program is implemented, and every generation it gets worse. It
I
don't get
agree.
better, because we have a lack of understanding in the community of unity. That's our strongest fight against everything in the system, all that stuff. Like, you want to hear some bad jump? You know about that shooting in Buffalo? You
Yeah,
know, what that really was about?
you tell me.
It wasn't even really no racist motivated thing. It had to be racially motivated to kind of have this plot twist to see why it was done. It was because of the damn security guard. It was because of the security guard made a hydro car. The last time a white guy made a hydro car, he had 2 attempts on his life. The first one failed. They shot him. The second time they went at him, they poisoned him while cutting a deal for his technology. They literally had him come in there to cut a deal, put some in his food or his drink, and he ran out and died in the parking lot. Same thing happened to this guy. This guy was going on Shark Tank. He had all the patents and everything pending. And when you show people your stuff, you got to understand. Somebody knows all this technology that he showed them. The other guy who had that technology, guess what happened to him? Nobody found, and the people who knew about that stuff is in the wind. This guy literally took a water hose, drunk the water hose, put it in the gas tank, started the car up, and drove away. That guy died in the middle of the parking lot of poison. I mean, stuff like this is all by design, man. You gotta
What do
understand.
you
It's
mean,
like,
like an engine? Yeah, because it's engineering that anything that can compile to run to give engine, you could do with anything. But see, the
yep,
problem is when you go to school, you're not taught that because let's be honest. Now I gotta be fair and honest. When you go to any institution that you don't run and control, they're there to program you and train you to work for someone else.
Exactly.
And if you create some, it's going to benefit them, not you.
Yeah.
You cannot think outside the box. Critical logic, common sense is not allowed in the Western capitalist world we live here. Purpose.
I just
Only people come out the box and do things, but majority are going to stay cheap in the box.
Yeah,
because the majority of people can't go deep on shit and look at the other side, man. They a lot of people take shit at fucking face value. That's why
they got a drug right now for the cure of cancer, and everybody was so excited. I was like, this cancer research and radiology and all this stuff is big business. You think they're gonna pass that cure out? And even if they do, man, that thing is gonna be worth damn near $500,000, $100,000 a pill.
Yeah, because they gotta make their money off it.
Exactly.
You get me?
You don't see on the news, fucking baby formula. They running out of baby formula.
Yeah. Which women should not be using anyway. But that's another story.
This chronic, it's crazy. You know they running out of. This is funny because it's the men talking about this. You know they running out of pads for women. How do you run out of the raw materials that you put in the pad? How do you run out of pads? A shortage of pads?
And they want these to bleed out, man.
It's not even like we live in a third world. We live in America. We running out of pads, bro.
Exactly.
You know what? This doing is applying pressure to people. That's it. You get me? The food shortage, which really I don't think it's gonna be that bad. It is, but like I said, we'll see.
Like they putting money towards random shit instead of putting money.
All of this is to apply pressure to people. And let's be honest. What first thing people get? They're gonna look into people that's in the head of office. What's going on? You get me? And let's be honest.
Hey, Mace, I want to tell you something. Mace, I want to tell you something after this.
I'm gonna tell you something, Mace. I'm right here. I would not be surprised. Listen to me good. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say that in my channel. I'm gonna say that.
You can say it here.
I'm gonna say.
I just had an idea. I'm gonna keep that to myself. Go
Mace,
on, guys.
You want to know why? You want to know why I say America is wasting money, our tax money on random bullshit? You want to know what they thinking about doing? I heard this on the news. I thought I was tired when I heard this shit. I couldn't believe this shit. I said they thinking about giving $5,000 a month, a minimum of $5,000 a month to switchers around America.
What?
It makes you know what I'm talking about, right? I don't want to say the word.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what he's saying. Yeah, I know what he means.
They thinking about giving them $5,000 a month for them to transition smoothly. Are you serious?
Oh, you mean? Oh, I wish I had the soundbite. I'll give you a sample. Transformers, more than me. They are.
Yes.
I call them switchers, switch siders. That's what I call them. Man, $5,000 a month. You know, how about the kids? How about the mothers that got 3 kids? How about the ones that struggle? How about the homeless motherfuckers? How about the people who actually need the money? Like I don't got a problem with them, but I'm just saying you focus on the wrong things, man.
They the minority.
$5,000 a month.
They the minority. You never heard that? They the minority now.
Yep.
Come on,
and then you gotta look at, man, all this stuff is by design. That's why I was saying basically when it comes down to the community is already open. It's only pockets of people that actually make this thing work. You know, the top 1% of black, that's all it is 1% of millionaires. Man, I got a call.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Yeah. Go ahead, Chaos. Relentless, you guys got something to talk about. Go ahead.
Hey, you know, one thing, I should have looked up what was Knicks, who was the highest score of the Knicks squad this season. Yeah, it makes it. Who?
RJ Barrett.
Was it? Wait,
Yeah.
did he average 20 points this year?
Yes,
he averaged like 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
That 3-point shot.
He
beat a team with a 3-point shot at the buzzer.
That was Boston Celtics. That was Boston.
His whole career changed from that game on. He finally got his confidence and he hit his stride. Good for him. I like to see all these kids hit their stride.
So you know what that means? We're going into his 4th season.
Coming up.
I think it's his contract season. I would project he will be if he plays it right and Knicks play very well going, which they probably will now. They going to make the playoffs. That he I'm surprised he becomes superstar.
My question with the Knicks, and I think Relentless is going to agree with this, is when are you going to get a star? You have $64 million under cap. When the hell are you going to get a star?
No, they're saying Donovan Mitchell wants to go to Miami. They haven't mentioned he wants to go to Miami.
Yeah. I'm hearing a lot of rumors with Miami Heat right now that they can get some stars. I heard rumor, what's the name? Joel Bean might join Miami Heat.
Which player?
Joel Embiid.
Really? I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, because him and Jimmy Butler, they cool.
Interesting. I know Rudy Gobert will be on the move. OG Anunoby, that's his name in Toronto?
Yeah, Anunoby.
Yeah, Anunoby. Him and another player from Rudy Gobert. Utah is going to tear that whole thing apart, start over. Portland, and this can be the first trade done at the draft, the 7th pick. Atlanta is doing something which is insane. What Atlanta's going to do is break that whole team apart. Everyone's available but Trae Young. And Atlanta is going so cheap. And I'm not joking with this. They are willing to give the Trailblazers the 16th pick back for the 7th pick. And Portland gets John Collins and the 16th pick, and Portland gives them their 36th pick in the draft, which is the second rounder. I don't know what the hell Atlanta's doing, but I think that's a drastic mistake if you're going to turn the team down to pieces. But that's what they're planning to do. Donovan Mitchell close going to Miami for the 2 white guys and the number 1. If you didn't hear what happened earlier this week, Dallas did a boss move, trading the 26th pick in the draft to Dallas. Dallas traded the 26th pick in the draft to Houston for Christian Wood and a couple other bench players. So Christian Wood goes to the Mavericks.
Hey, at least he still gets to stay in Texas, so ain't that far.
And that's it so far. More moves to come. Next Saturday night, we're gonna have a good show, and it's gonna be who is the best player of this generation? Steph Curry, LeBron James, or KD? I think KD is now disqualified in my opinion.
Yeah, it's either between Steph and LeBron.
Yeah, because KD, Steph won a second title without KD. And they said KD is not happy that Golden State won like they did.
Man, fuck KD, man. He needs like the difference between KD and all the other greats we've seen. He ain't got that mindset, bro. He's emotional as fuck, man. Always in his fucking feelings, bro. Can't stand it. Like, come on, man. I like his game, but he don't got that aura about him like all the other greats do. Like none of these superstars got that aura. The only motherfucker got that like aura about them is like Luka, Giannis, bro. Like, there's not many of
Jokic.
Got it somewhere in there.
Jokic. A lot of people they did the new power rankings yesterday, and I sent it to Sean. And according to them, the top 5 teams going to next year, 3 of them are in the West. Is Golden State 1, Milwaukee 2, Memphis 3, Boston 4, Denver 5. I think that's right about right. I think that's about right. Like Denver and Memphis, and I'll throw in Dallas getting Christian Wood. They will be Golden State's biggest competitors.
Okay, so let me ask something, Mace, because I know during this upcoming draft, and Magic got the first round pick. Looks like they're going to be selecting mostly a guard, right?
Which team?
They're going to be selecting a guard.
No, the first 3 players going off the board is going to be big guys.
Oh, for the Orlando Magics?
Yeah, they're gonna take. I forgot what school this kid goes to, but
Talking about Gonzaga.
no, not him. Not him. God, not him. got no.
Hey, you don't like him?
He's too skinny.
No, they said that about Giannis.
You know what?
They
That
said that about Giannis,
white
man.
dude?
Come on, man.
That white dude that can shoot threes?
Yeah, Chet Holmgren or something.
That's it. He might play for
You know how long it takes you to put weight on? If you're that skinny?
Listen, Giannis did it, right?
Yeah,
Giannis
but look how long it took him. And once he did it, his 5th year, he started winning MVPs.
No, it took Giannis. No, it took Giannis's 3rd season spent to really see the progress like in his body. And it's not that long. You making it seem like it took this nigga a decade.
What you see when Giannis when he put on some muscle mass?
But then it might be genetics. You know, Giannis, see that nigga.
His movie comes out next weekend, by the way, for you NBA fans.
I feel that.
His movie comes out next weekend, the Giannis Antetokounmpo story. So
on Disney Plus.
Yeah, so get that. More movies are going to streaming channels now. I still feel Giannis is the best player in the world. I know I get a lot of pushback, but I will say this. If Denver is healthy, Jokic will win MVP again, and he'll be the first player since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 50 years ago to do it. Only
brothers not going
to win 3 times.
Only 2 players: Bill Russell, Kareem.
Oh, brothers ain't gonna like that if he wins the 3rd.
What I mean by 3 times, Chaos, 3 in a row. 3 in a row.
I question that he shouldn't have won it this year. It should have been Embiid, but they gave to you, to him.
Tony Anthony's in the building. What's up, Tony? Yeah, go ahead.
You know, Jokic went to 3rd AP. You know, brothers is gonna raise hell, bro, right?
Yeah, but what did I tell you guys a year ago up here? NBA's changing right in front of your eyes. The fan bases are changing, man. The worst thing that's going to happen to a lot of NBA fans who are African American is your 2 biggest shining lights. They're about to leave, bro. LeBron's contract ends next year. I think LeBron, and I said this the other night, and people agree with me when you think about it. I think LeBron loves that his seasons are over in mid-April. I think he loves it. Have you seen what he's been doing? He's in Thailand right now with his wife partying the night away. He was at Formula One with his wife dancing in Club Live, bro, in Miami.
Yeah, did you see him playing basketball with his sons, man?
Yeah, that's all that matters. That's the point I'm making. That's all that matters to him. He told Laker fans, I got you your chip in the bubble. That's it. I did it. Done.
Well, one thing the LA Lakers they're going to try to tempt, because no say he's not going to be there next year. I mean, after his contract up.
Oh, Mace, I got to ask you about this.
They're going to try to make one decent trade push.
Oh, I think the Lakers are in a lot of trouble right now. The player they should trade is like they're scared to trade him, and that's Davis.
Mace, I got to talk to you about this. I've been wanting to talk to you about this for the longest time.
They don't have no choice, because think about it. Unless you got another big that is going to be just as productive as Anthony, just enough, not just perfect, but just enough, then you don't have to really trade him, because now you take off the amount of pressure on, because he doesn't have to play without all that.
I think it's going to be interesting a year from. I think for Los Angeles, it's going to be interesting a year from right now, because if they are mediocre to bad again, I think they will, because they're just too old. I don't see LeBron and Westbrook going back. Their contracts are up, and that's $90 million freed up for them.
No. See what Russ Westbrook's going to do? He's playing out all his contracts. If they trade, as somebody said, I'm going to buy out your contract, he's not going.
No, the coach already said that he's going to give the team to him. Darvin Ham said that last week. He said, and I couldn't believe this came out of his mouth. Russell Westbrook is one of the greatest players I've ever seen with my own eyes. Okay.
Hold on. Mace, I gotta ask you about this. Because motherfuckers been going crazy over this. Did you hear Anthony Davis say it's been 2 months since he shot a basketball?
Oh yeah. I talked to him early in the week about that. I got
see this fanboy ass nigga LeBron putting up.
I saw her
Man,
yesterday
man,
telling
they
everybody
yeah,
that you're gonna get it, man.
they was cooking this nigga, bro. Street clothes, man. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, bro. He
And
was
you
at
wanna
the
know
club.
something funny, which is ironic? This is for you, Chaos, because you don't be here that much. My whipping boy for the last calendar year has been Zion Williamson. And I showed a clip of Zion last weekend, and I showed it again the other day when I was on, that made guys in my chat room, and I did the early show, speechless. Zion is back to Zion, folks. He lost the weight mysteriously. He is not fat no more. He did a dunking clinic for kids last week in South Carolina. And Zion is back in shape. And you want to know why Zion is back? I'm not going to kill Zion today. You know why he's back in shape, folks? 186 million reasons. What do that mean? They have a 5-year, $186 million extension on the table. And both of you are going to love this. I really believe this is going to happen. I think New Orleans will trade him to the Knicks. I do.
Well, let's tap that. Let's look at that. Did the Knicks update Randall's contract, because his contract's almost similar.
They did that, but he's very tradable. You can get rid of him.
So think about it. There's actually you could trade both their contracts.
I don't think the Knicks got 64 million. They could just take Zion and give him the money.
But you understand. You know why the Knicks did not make no serious move yet? And here's why. This is what I'm projecting.
Okay.
Hey, Mace, I got Mace. I'm gonna
they save the money. They watch the market now. They watch the market now, and they know it said all I need is one star player. I might not get Donovan Mitchell.
Hey, Mace, I'm gonna have y'all later, man.
And trade my players. Hold on. I might not trade my players to get Damian Lillard. So what's the next best thing? I could go in the market and get LeBron James.
I don't see the Knicks doing that. I think they'd rather have Zion. And Zion wants to play in New York. He always did. He was heartbroken at the draft.
Yeah,
the Knicks got 54 million under the cap. They could just trade him straight to the Knicks, and Knicks give him the money.
This one I'm thinking why the Knicks are taking this direction. They said, why I want to get rid of all my good core players and some that I might literally have to.
Knicks don't have. That's the problem. Knicks have no core players. That's the problem.
I mean, they're young.
They have none.
That's why, in my thinking, it don't make sense they trade away a whole bunch of them just to get, let's say, Damian Lillard, which they were trying. That's what the rumor was last season.
That was last year. It's not now.
Yeah, and I think that don't make that's counterproductive. Now you bring a 31-some-year-old and you have no players around. That'll make sense.
But if you trade for Zion, Zion is your star. He's your building block.
Well,
he's already in shape.
I don't have to trade for Zion much. Now, if he takes the contract, which they say he's going to anyway because he didn't play last season, because he's afraid we don't take money now, no one's going to. And I think that's foolishness because, let's be honest, if you're back to health, and you, like I said, Knicks are looking to get somebody like him, they will take the risk for someone that's under the age of 22.
They'll take the risk because he's a star block office player. There is no question they'll take him. He averages 26 a game. They'll take him. Knicks got nothing. Right now, they're just a bunch of no names. When Julius Randle is your big star, you got problems. Plain and simple.
And here's the funny thing. Julius, as much time I want to say this, he can't play against a real pressure city like New York.
I know that.
You see him gave the thumbs out when the Knicks would boo him and he didn't like that shit. I said, bro, if you can't play in this city, you better play on a small fucking market, bro.
You see, New Orleans wants to give this guy all the money now, Brandon Ingram. That's why they're at a crossroads, because I think they see what I see. Zion don't really want to be there. They know this. They're not going to tell it to their fan base, but they know Zion doesn't want to be there. So what do? He's lost the weight. So for New Orleans, that's a blessing that he's lost the weight. So what you do? You got the Knicks. You got a team like you got Memphis with good young pieces. You can get rid of him now very easily. Very easily. And let that team sign him to his new contract. You get Zion on his first contract. It's up to the new team to give him the extension. New Orleans don't have to do it. And knowing New Orleans, they're going to want draft picks back, probably a draft pick and some of your young players. And Knicks got young players, but no one knows and no one cares.
Mm-hmm.
That it's like a win-win for the Knicks. And it's a win-win for New Orleans. Because New Orleans is going to get young pieces that's going to buy into a winning culture. It's going to be Brandon Ingram's team. And, you know, if I'm New Orleans, you give me Quigley and Toppin, give me the 11th pick. Zion's yours. You go sign him. You go sign him. You know, he wants to be there so bad, and you build around him. Because Zion, he'll get his money, but you still got $30 million to get another player. See, the Knicks are at a point where they can get two players. I will get with Randall in that trade, or trade Randall somewhere else.
Well, I think that it makes sense to really get rid of Randolph. As much as I didn't want to say that, but I just don't see him a real long-term fit for that team, in my opinion.
I'm surprised the Knicks
came a long way from when he broke his leg during draft night to where he is now.
Which guy?
When he broke his leg when he was drafted to Lakers. Do you remember that?
Julius Randle? Okay.
Yeah, he had a serious injury.
I like Randle, but after what? See, it's one thing you like a player from afar. After getting to watch him every day, nah. I don't want that guy on my team. I'll get rid of him. And on that note, you coming by tonight, bro? You can come by late at night. I'll be on most of the night. I'm doing a mock draft tonight with Tackman Clan Kill.
I have things. Well, you know, I have things, unfortunately, Mace, but you know, I'll be around. I'll be listening.
Appreciate you, man. Good seeing you, man. Don't be a stranger in here, bro.
Oh yeah, you know, I pop up. We chop up things that I have a pretty understanding and things I don't know. You know, I don't know much about football. I don't know much about football.
No, but you know basketball, so it matters, and
that's what I like. So I stick to what I know.
I know, bro. And you've been great when you come up here. That's me letting you know that, bro. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for coming, Chaos. Don't be a stranger. The great Chaos Reign.
Oh yes. All right.
Say one more thing. Mock draft tonight after 8 o'clock in the evening. I'll be on at 7:15 Eastern. But I'm not. I'll be on at 8 o'clock Eastern. But most likely I'll be on 7:15 Eastern time tonight. Talk about some things, roast some people in sports. I like to thank the people in the clouds. You were tremendous. Tony Anthems, I see you. Everybody on the West Coast, enjoy your lunch. Mountain time zone is lunchtime out there. Here, no, lunch is almost over. It's going to be lunchtime in the West Coast. Everybody in the Pacific Northwest, enjoy your lunch, everybody. East Coast, enjoy your dinner. I'll be back after dinner. And if you're going clubbing tonight, be careful. Have a good Saturday afternoon and Saturday night, everybody. I'll be back later tonight, everybody. Good afternoon from the Oasis. Thank you so much.